Alright,
Do you want to announce what the debate is first before going any further for everybody else?
let's I'll put an announcement. Everyone,
And to
so
confirm with
you had you were wanting to do either Kakuzu versus Pain versus or Kakuzu versus Minato, right?
I want to do Kakuzu versus Pain first, and then I'll go to Minato.
How about both?
Like we at the same time, bro. There's no way you're really trying to do me like this, man.
I'm serious. I'm willing to do both. If you want both, I'll give you both. If you just want to do one or the other, I don't care. Though.
Sure, we'll do Pain and Minato versus Kakuzu. Okay. I'm baffled.
That's actually a fucking power move, man.
All right. So yeah, I guess you want me to go first, or would you like to go first?
It doesn't matter. However you want to go.
I'll go ahead then. So I guess the first thing I'll establish is Kakuzu's speed. So are you aware of his fight with Yugito?
If I'm being honest, the only thing I really remember is Kakuzu and Hidden kind of coming up to the tail beast, and and I don't know. There's not really that much screen time or anything.
It's really short. There's only one or two panels that actually matter in the entire fight. But
okay, well, what I refer from the anime is basically in the end, Hidden is using his fucking ritual thing, and then she's just getting fucked up, and that's it.
Yeah. So he also catches Kakuzu in particular catches Perfect Jinchuriki Yugito's paw. Do you remember that?
He catches fire or something? Is that what he said?
No, her paw, her paw strike. She struck at him and he caught it with his hands.
Okay.
So that would scale him in speed to Perfect Jinchuriki Yugito, yeah? Combat speed, at least. Maybe not travel, but at least combat. Because he's able to react and combat her attacks. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. What's it called? But I don't know. That they were talking about I'm not saying the tail beast is weak as shit or anything. One thing we can establish is Akatsuki members have to technically be tail beast level. I'm not gonna say that literally, but they have to be capable enough to fight against tail beast threats. So it's not, for instance, Datara versus Gaara, which is the which is the weakest tail beast out of all of them. Fucking whip-de-doo that Datara was able to beat Gaara, the one-tailed. Clearly the Akatsuki members are not fucking, weaklings where they can't, they're strong enough to face against these threats for a reason, but it doesn't mean they're stronger than fucking Pain or Minato. I don't see that connection. Hello? I can't hear you, by the way. Can you guys hear me?
Noodles, we can't hear
Noodles, your mic's fucking up.
Noodles died.
One sandwich.
Oh.
My laptop charger. My laptop's about to die.
The fuck?
1 second. I don't know why my laptop charger.
Now, I know you're going to a point and everything with this. I was just putting that out there. I don't understand what your connection is leading to, but I know you're going to continue.
Opening them up. The fuck?
Oh, but by the way, I am going to watch your videos because I am curious. So we'll put that out there.
Got it.
Yeah.
Your scaling intrigues me.
I said
Your
about
shit's still
um
dying, dude.
Yeah, it's still acting up. I hear everyone else. I don't hear you.
Try closing and reopening Discord.
how about
Wait,
now?
me? Oh no,
That's
I hear
much
you
better.
now.
All right. Sorry, my laptop was dying. I found
All
the
good.
charger though. So yeah, did you hear what I said about Kakuzu scaling the Yu-Gi-Oh speed?
I heard a little bit, but can you rephrase?
Yeah, Kakuzu is able to catch Yu-Gi-Oh's paw, so therefore he has like relative combat speed to her.
Yeah, he's able to react and everything. I wouldn't
Okay.
say like he's
So
faster, but he can react and so on and so forth.
relatively, yeah, just they move relative to each other
Yeah.
because you know
Okay.
block their attack. Okay. So are you aware of what Yu-Gi-Oh performed during the war arc?
Uh, no, not
Like when
really.
she fought
Shit.
Casey and
I don't
Naruto?
remember anything with her in the war arc. Well, actually, no. Okay. Hang on. Yes, I know what you're leading to. You're talking about when they were all reanimated as with the Rinnegan and the Shotgun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that I don't know, man, because see, they're over here like tangling with KCM1 Naruto and fucking and Killer B, and they're kind of
Yeah.
doing a thing, whatever. But they do have a Shotgun, they do have a Rinnegan, okay, and
No,
then
they're
not only
projection
that,
of
like,
the Sharingan and Rinnegan. They're
what's
not the
that?
actual Sharingan and Rinnegan. They don't have 6 extra Rinnegan lying around. They're projections. They're not the actual Rinnegan and Sharingan. The only thing
No,
they grant
but
is
they
extra
still
is
can utilize the same abilities and so on and so forth. Like
no,
like
they
what I'm
they
trying to
do
say, like
get
Link
they
of
do get extra
Vision, like
projection.
everything, like Naruto and Killer B are communicating with each other and so on and so forth to where yet like their visions
All
are
they say
linked. So like
the only
Naruto
things
is
they
the one
say
giving
about
the intel to Killer B, basically of what to expect and etc.
hold
Like
on,
they can
so
utilize
well,
those traits.
Hey,
no, they can't because the only thing that they say in that they actually do in the fight is that they grant them Rinnegan perception so they can see through each other's eyes, and it grants them the movement tracking of the Sharingan. Nowhere does it say it grants them anything else. It's not a real
Okay, but
Rinnegan, it's not a
then
real
if
Sharingan,
that's
so it
the
doesn't
case,
necessarily have the same traits as them.
yeah, but if that's the case, then what's the point of even giving them a Rinnegan and Shotgun? Like if it has no amps,
Control
if it
them.
has
He's
no
controlling
effects
them.
or anything whatsoever, he should have just had him with
Do you think
normal eyes.
pads of pain, 6 pads, like they had actual Rinnegan? Do you know what the significance of having a real Rinnegan is? Let me ask that first.
Yeah, you could definitely argue that an actual Prime Rinnegan user is technically be more stronger than
That's not what I'm referring to. I'm
Okay,
saying like the difference between the projection of a Rinnegan and a real Rinnegan. Do you know what the difference is?
uh, what do you mean by that? Because
Do you know the difference between a projection of a Rinnegan and the real Rinnegan?
um, yeah,
If you don't, say
to
no.
a
Like it's
degree,
fine if
yes.
you don't know.
What's it called?
Tell you.
Um,
Okay, I'll tell you what the difference is. The difference is basically when Obito got Madara's Rinnegan, like his actual Rinnegan, um, he was overwhelmed with power, and that's because the Sharingan and Rinnegan are stated to carry chakra. They carry the chakra of the user, like the Sharingan implants specific kind of chakra. That's how the Uchiha are described. So they're getting a chakra amp from these Renegons. And that's what makes them faster. That's what makes them stronger. That's why EMS Sasuke, when he got Itachi's Sharingan, he became stronger. Does that make sense?
yeah, but how does that
That
not
doesn't happen
apply
with the
to the
projection.
tail beast?
Huh?
How does that not apply to them though?
What do you mean?
Like they're getting
They have
amp from the
projections. They
Rinnegan
don't
and
have
the
the real
Sharingan.
Renegon. They're not getting implanted with chakra. The only chakra that they have
They
inside of
got
them is
plenty of
controlling them.
chakra. They're reanimated ninja and they're
No,
tailed beast as well.
no. When Obito is controlling them, he specifically says that they are utilizing their Jinchuriki power, not his.
Yeah, but he's controlling them through the chakra rods. So it's
No,
still
yeah,
connected through
he
his
is
power
controlling
as
them through the
well.
chakra rods, but the chakra rod's chakra that's being implanted in them is only controlling them, not amplifying them. And
Okay,
this
I'm not saying Obito is necessarily amplifying them. Now if you were to try to bring up like whether if he could or not, that's a whole other thing. But like, what's it
okay, do
called?
you
But
not
one thing we'll definitely say is he is controlling them, and for two, okay, giving them a Rinnegan and a Sharingan was a big deal in that fight. He did it for a reason. Obito
okay,
is not stupid.
hold on, think about this. So if you're agreeing that he's not amping them, and we also agree that they're using their Jinchuriki power, then that
Well, no,
means they're only as strong as their
he
alive
is
self.
amping them in
They're
a
actually
way
weaker.
because of the Rinnegan and the Shotgun. Those two things are an amp technically, and then not only that, they also have an unlimited amount of fucking well,
Hold on. The Edo
you know,
Tenseis are
almost the infinite amount
significantly
of
weaker.
chakra. Okay, they have their tail beast chakra. They have their
Hold
full
on.
tail beast
No.
transformation. This is a whole other thing, bro. Like that's nowhere near the same as a live fucking tailed version.
Okay, so if I proved to you that Edo Tenseis are significantly weaker than their alive
Okay, they're
counterparts,
not
would you concede this
significantly
point?
weaker. I know that argument. They have a small amount of nerf, but there are many times where Edo Ninja can actually be stronger than the actual live
The
user.
only situations where that happens is when their alive selves are sick or crippled, like
Okay, not
Kimimaro.
necessarily. For
Terribly sick
instance,
and terribly
Edo Madara is way stronger than EMS Madara.
No,
Yes,
Hashirama actually states during
absolutely
his
he is. No, 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 no,
Hashirama.
no. Okay, let
Okay,
me explain this. Let me explain this.
I already
And
know
then
where
I'll
you're
let you
going with
explain
this.
this. I apologize.
Go ahead.
Like, you have EMS Madara, right? So the
Yep.
only thing he has is the Eternal, Menkyo Sharingan or whatever. Okay, and that is all he can utilize. So Genjutsu, Perfect Susanoo, whatever. Okay, and we know how powerful he is, right? He does
Yeah.
not have the Rinnegan. He does not have Hashirama cells implanted in him,
Doesn't
which
have Sage
also is
Mode.
an amp and a boost and everything.
Yeah, he doesn't
Doesn't
have
have
Sage
stage
Mode.
mode. Doesn't have wood style. Like all those things that are significant amps, okay, and make
Yeah.
them a whole other fucking threat and big deal, okay?
Okay. Yeah,
So
I
if you
understand. He
compare
doesn't have
that
any other
version
thing.
to EMS, that is a whole different story, and that version technically would be more powerful than
All right.
EMS.
So do you want me to shit on that argument for you now?
Sure.
Okay, that argument falls under how big of a nerf the Edo Tensei is. During the fight with Madara and Hashirama, after Madara regains his Hashirama power, like he absorbs all of Hashirama's chakra or whatever, he says that Madara is now almost regaining his former prime, or he's regaining his former strength. He literally says that Madara, after all of these amps, is only regaining his former strength, referring to him when he was alive.
Okay, he was stating that statement, which I do remember what you're talking about. So this is when he's literally about to become alive, when his heart is literally beating and everything,
Yeah,
like
when he gets
he's almost at
revived.
that point. Rena
After he
rebirth has been
absorbs
passed.
Hashirama's chakra and gets revived.
Exactly. So that could easily be referring to when he's about to be alive, meaning with no
He's,
Rinnegan, no EMS, because he's just blind, doesn't have any eyes, nothing. That's
he's
referring to him when he was healthy. Okay, that doesn't apply or
healthy.
automatically mean that he's stronger than the reanimated version
Hold on. When
of
he
the
turns
EMS model.
alive, he says, "Wow, you're regaining your former strength," implying that it's talking about his alive self when they originally fought. That's exactly what it's implying. He's not referring
Yeah,
to anything else.
he's referring to him as being alive, like
Yes,
that
alive Madara.
form
He's
of
talking about
strength,
the
not
original alive
comparing to
Madara.
a weaker version. That wouldn't make any sense.
What'd you say?
Yeah, he's referring to being as alive, but not to a weaker version of alive Madara. Like for instance, like if you compare EMS alive Madara to Rinnegan alive Madara, then absolutely you can say fucking alive Rinnegan Madara is still way more powerful, so on and so forth. Okay. Now, if you compare the two as being alive with the amount of chakra, whatever, or speed, whatever, yeah, you can say like fucking they're similar
Which
in
Madara
aspect
are
of
you
him being
specifically
prime.
comparing him to? Which Madara are you saying he's referring to?
So what I'm trying to say is, if you have a live Madara with Rinnegan and dead Madara with Rinnegan, obviously the alive is going to be more powerful because it's alive.
Why do
I
you
already
say that?
understand that. What's that?
Why do you say that?
Because alive Madara, okay, as you also stated before, okay, doesn't have the nerf that normally an Edo Tensei
Okay,
ninja would
okay.
have.
So you at least agree
Okay.
that the Edo Tensei is 100% a nerf, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm
Regardless of
not
his
denying that
amp
it's not a form of a nerf, but what I'm
Okay,
trying to
that's
say is there are certain instances in Naruto where an Edo can technically be stronger than the alive version.
yeah,
It
that does
has been
happen
shown.
sometimes, like Itachi, Kimimaro,
Yeah,
people like that, right?
exactly,
It does happen
exactly.
sometimes,
And
but
then
that's
even
because they were
with
sick when they were
EMS
alive.
Madara and Rinnegan Madara. EMS
No,
Madara and Rinnegan Madara are
no.
totally different things.
When
Totally
Hashirama
different
is
things.
talking about him, when he's referring to him like, "Oh, you're regaining your previous strength, right? Your former self strength." When he becomes alive again, he's referring that's when he becomes alive, by the way, so he can't be referring to a previous alive version without referring to the original EMS Valley of the End Madara. He is referring to that Madara, 100%.
Nah, I don't know about that, man.
Yeah,
What's it called?
what other
That's like
healthy Madara is
saying
he referring to? You said he's healthy. He was referring to healthy Madara.
okay,
What
dude,
healthy Madara are you talking
that's
about?
literally like saying like if the roles were reversed and it was Hashirama coming back to life and Madara was to make that exact quote, that is like saying that Madara is referring to Sage Mode Hashirama. Okay, what's it
Yes, he would
called?
be. Why
Level of
wouldn't he be
power
referring to
instead
that
of the
person?
normal version of Hashirama.
Okay,
That makes
think
no
about this. Think
sense.
about this from that perspective. Hashirama is dead. He comes back to life and fights Madara, right? And he's like, "Wow, you were gaining your," or he becomes alive again during the fight or whatever. And he's like, "Wow, you were gaining your former strength." He would be referring not to the Hashirama at the beginning of the fight, but obviously the previous alive version, right?
Yeah, but like I said,
Okay,
that can be
that's the same
referred
for
to him
Madara.
being alive, like as his power alone. Doesn't mean he's referring to what state of Hashirama. It doesn't mean he's talking about either Sage Mode Hashirama or Base Hashirama or whatever. You can't just automatically assume that he's referring to what version of Madara. That doesn't make any sense. That's what I'm
What
trying
do
to
you
tell you.
mean? What version of Madara?
It,
I'm confused.
yes,
Like
like
what you're
okay,
even
for
trying to
you
argue.
have EMS Madara, and then you have Edo Rinnegan Madara, and then you have Alive Rinnegan Madara. There is a
Yeah,
completely big difference between those three.
yeah.
Like three things I
Were
just
any
stated.
of the Madaras you mentioned alive besides the last one?
What's that?
All of the Madaras you mentioned were dead besides the last one. The Madara that Hashirama is talking about is the previous alive version. He's talking about EMS Madara. That was the previous alive version. I've already got you to agree down this line of reasoning. You came to the same conclusion I did. We interpreted it the exact same way when we used Hashirama. This
Where's
exact
the
same argument
confusion in that? Or
applies.
what are we conflicted on? Then I'm just confused then.
Okay, you're literally agreeing with me that he's talking about when this Madara is revived, Rinnegan revived Madara, the strongest Madara we've seen up to this point. Because like before he becomes revived, right? He's getting like stalemated by Hashirama, but then he gets revived and he blitzes him immediately and absorbs all of his chakra. All of that happens in quick succession, right? So
Yeah.
he's saying like, "Wow, now you're almost as strong as you were before," referring to a live EMS Madara. That Madara, the strongest Madara we've seen up to that point in the series.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see where you're going with that.
Okay, that just shows
Um,
that the Edo Tensei does severely nerf you to a greater degree than
I
the
mean,
Rinnegan.
once again, I'm not disagreeing that Edo Tensei doesn't give a nerf on a character. What I am
No,
saying is that there are times where an Edo Tensei ninja can be more stronger than the alive version. For
I
instance,
agree
an
with you. That's
Edo
true.
Rinnegan Madara is stronger than an alive EMS Madara.
Okay,
That
so
is what I'm saying.
let's ignore the Madara point for now because Madara
Yeah, 'cause
maybe
it's
is
kind of I don't even know why, but all right.
yeah
So
Madara that was
what
like
I want to
the,
say
the
is
like
you're talking about a character during the Obito fight that, but in my opinion, what I'm trying to say is more stronger than the other version. This version has the Rinnegan and a Sharingan and unlimited access amount of chakra.
okay,
Okay,
so that's where I'm disagreeing with you. Okay, in the case of Madara, he really did have a real Rinnegan and Sharingan, right? Like those were real eyes; those weren't fake eyes, right?
Mhm.
In the case of the Jinchuriki, though, they have fake eyes. They don't carry chakra. They're not being implanted with chakra. They're not being amplified. We already agreed the Edo Tensei is a nerf, right? So,
Yeah.
because it's a nerf and they aren't being amplified physically, then that means they are worse than their previous alive selves.
No. They are being amped. The Rinnegan and the Sharingan is amping those
No,
characters.
the only
And
thing it
not only that,
amplifies
it
are
is
the two things it says
multiple
it
of them. It
amplifies.
is literally like fucking all six of them with Obito at the same time, okay, which is applying a lot of pressure and overwhelming Naruto and Killer B.
Okay, hold on.
Like they're not having one-on-one sessions or
They
anything
did
like
have a
that. It's a
one-on-one fight in the
completely
very
different
beginning. They
story.
one-on-one clash in the very beginning.
Well, yeah, they're kind of talking and beefing it out. They're not like going all fucking out and just
Yes,
like,
they
okay,
are. They are
whatever.
100% going all out. The
And
Jinchuriki, the Edo
even if
Jinchuriki
they did
literally
go
can't
out,
hold back.
okay, and
Hold on,
embody him, they're gonna just
hold on.
recover,
Before we
okay?
go into this holding back point, let me actually like address the point that I
Yeah,
want to
because
address.
it's their tailed beast, you know,
Hold on,
and
before you
fucking
go
that
into
they
that,
can
before you
relate
go
to. They
into that,
have kind of like a
let me
bond, you know.
argue why
It is a
this Rinnegan and Sharingan don't actually play a factor in their physical speed. The only thing it plays a factor in is their reaction speed. Okay,
okay,
because they
exactly.
are
And once
granted.
again,
Hold on, let me
it's
finish. Let me finish. I haven't got to argue yet. The only things they are granted, as stated in that fight, because they're projections of the Rinnegan and Sharingan, meaning that they aren't real Rinnegan and Sharingan, we can't just assume they have the same properties. Fair?
Uh,
The only properties we can for sure say they have are what they state in the manga, and that is the movement tracking of the Sharingan, which is fine because it's a projection of the eyes. It makes sense you'd be able to see through them. And the Rinnegan vision, same thing applies to that. Okay. So they are able to see around them better and they are able to track movements better. That increases their reaction speed 100%, right?
I see the route you're going with, man.
Okay,
I
just
see
agree,
where
just
you're
play
going,
along with it for
and
now, and
like
you'll
I
see
can
where I'm
literally see
going.
the future right now. I see where you're
I
going.
understand you do, but play along with it.
That's the thing.
It
Like
doesn't increase their
you're trying to
reaction speed,
convince
right?
me that Kakuzu is fucking
Just
KCM
play
one
along, bro.
level
I'm
or
serious. I'm
Killer
not done
B
with my I
level.
haven't got to finish my argument. I'd like you to play along with it.
Okay.
So, yes, it increases reaction speed, right?
Yeah, does it reaction? It's an amp overall. Yes.
Okay, cool. That does not increase your physical movement speed by any necessity, right? If you close your eyes, you're still going to get hit the same speed, right? But what I what I was going to bring up is an analogy from the Lee fight early in part 1. Do you remember when Lee and Sasuke fought for the first time? The only time? Like
Uh,
way back in part
yeah,
1?
yeah.
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 Lee says in that fight, like, the Sharingan can see his movements, but the body is not physically fast enough to
You
react
have to
to
be
it.
fast enough in order to
Yeah. So
fight,
just the
even if you
Sharingan's
have the
movement
starting.
tracking doesn't grant you the physical speed to keep
Absolutely.
up with them, right?
Yeah, but see
Okay.
this is what I'm trying to say. I understand
Hold
that.
on. Let me finish. I'm not done. Let me tie it together. During that fight, it's not only shown that they're able to react to B, it's also shown they're able to move alongside B in Naruto. It's also shown that they're able to tag B in Naruto, which they would not be able to do with just reaction speed alone.
Okay, but if you actually watch the fight, like animated or even the manga, whatever, like they are literally fighting multiple people at the same fucking time.
I agree, but in the beginning they
Including
weren't.
Obito is there as well. Like,
Obito's not
if you
even
think
it
they're
can't
gonna
be near
full
the
on like
Jinchuriki.
try to blitz and one shot one of them and then just forget the other, like that's not happening.
I'm
And
not
the
saying
fight
that they're
is
gonna blitz and
very
one-shot them, and I
emphasized that like
understand that
their
they're under
vision is
pressure.
linked or they're dodging
Hold
certain
on.
attacks. They're using their
Hold on,
tail
before you
beast
go into this tangent,
abilities.
this is irrelevant to what I'm talking about because guess what? Even though they're being pressured by multiple people, they're still running full speed, right? They're trying to
Okay.
dodge them at full speed. They don't want to get tagged.
Yeah,
B is
of
running full
course. Yeah,
speed.
certain attacks.
Yugito keeps up with him parallel. So even if
Yeah,
he's
but
being
Yugito
pressured,
wasn't a
she's still
major
as
factor in
fast
that
as
fight. Like, doesn't matter if she was able to kind of like,
not
punch or
kind of. He
whatever
was
or
like
do whatever.
basically racing next to him. Completely relative in speed in every way.
Okay, I'm gonna just say this right now. Those tail beasts are nowhere near Naruto and Killer Bee. Okay,
Why did they like beat the fuck out of him the
one
entire
example
fight
of just
then?
that fight alone. All of
Bro,
them
did you
combined
read
their
that
tail
fight?
beast chakra to be
Every
able to
single one of
fucking
those
shoot
Jinchuriki
against
was beating the
Naruto's
dog
half
piss
nine
out of
tail
B in
power QB
Naruto.
bomb.
Like, it wasn't even close. It wasn't a close fight. Like, they got the absolute Han literally kicked Naruto in the face so hard, he literally said he couldn't physically react to him. Han was so far above Naruto, he couldn't even see him. It wasn't even like they're relative. Like, Han would actually beat the dog shit out of Naruto on his own. You can't argue that these Jinchuriki
Okay.
weren't just were just equal. That's
No,
not
no, no,
true
no,
at
no, no,
all.
no, no. Like, no. I'm telling you right now, fucking, if Naruto was having a one-on-one KCM against one of these guys, he's winning by default. I
Han
don't care
literally
what
he
you say.
literally said he couldn't
No,
react
no,
to
no, no,
Han
no,
and
no,
got
no. Like,
destroyed.
no, because
I
I'm telling you
literally
right
will say
now,
it.
like
He stated
literally,
that. You wanna see
if
the statement?
Naruto fights and is going at it, or better yet, if he starts shooting up a QB bomb, okay, the motherfucker's dead. He's
Han
gone.
literally
Died.
blitzed
That's
and,
it.
like, beat the dog shit out of Naruto, so you can say what you
Okay.
want, that's just your headcanon. We saw what happened in the manga. It was not fair, it wasn't close, it was destructive. Han beat the piss out of
Okay,
Naruto, and he
no,
would beat the
Naruto.
piss
I mean,
out of him.
okay, maybe Han could tag Naruto, whatever, but it doesn't mean he's winning the fight. Like,
Okay,
it doesn't mean
you want a
anything.
statement from the data book that says Han has the fastest taijutsu in the world?
Okay, and
That means he would blitz
what?
Naruto, right?
So what? What if he has the fastest taijutsu in the world? What he can blitz eight like fucking Gates guy too?
Not 8th gate guy because he wasn't around in the data book at that time, but 7th
Uh,
gate guy, yes.
like I said, you're highballing these fucking Jinjuriki level beasts. Okay,
Based on what? They have the feats and statements to back it up.
yeah,
I just
as
need a piece of
Edo,
evidence.
Rinnegan, and Sharingan fucking ninja, along with being controlled by Obito, that is entirely completely different. Entirely. And you're
Okay.
talking about the war arc in Naruto, where everyone's getting crazy ass, random ass fucking plot amps.
The only part I'm
Like,
scaling
look
them
at
up
fucking
to is based on
Kakashi, for
Naruto.
God's sake, of how he was in during
I
the war.
understand you're throwing a fit about
Like,
Naruto, but that's irrelevant to what we're talking
no,
about.
it
Right
is
there.
relevant because
No, it's not.
Kakashi and fucking Guy are over here tangoing with the fucking tail beast as well.
Yeah.
You know, like
what
and all this
Kakashi
other
and
shit.
Guy are?
So,
They're faster than Naruto
so
and
you're talking about
V.
you're talking about certain versions of a character that are a lot more stronger than the previous old versions of the character. That
Yes,
doesn't
they
make any
are.
sense.
It does make sense because
No,
everything
it
I've said
doesn't.
so far has
That's
remained.
like using
Okay, you
fucking.
can't just say that it's inconsistent without actually bringing up an inconsistency.
Okay, you're trying to state that these characters are this exact power level or this strong or this fast.
I'm not saying
You're
they're
literally
exact
using a
power level.
version of them that is way
I'm
more
giving
powerful than the other
the
version.
range at which they are empowered to, because like Yugito and B are in the same range, right? Kakuzu and Yugito are in the same range. That's what I argued.
No, they're not. Nowhere. No, they're not.
Why did she keep up with him then?
Because she was able to fucking connect and so on and so forth. But if they're fighting one-on-one, they take a
What
massive
do you mean?
L.
Oh, that's not an answer to what I said. Answer my question. Why was she able to keep up with B?
Because she has a Rinnegan and a Sharingan and is
We
also being
already
controlled
agreed the
by
Rinnegan
Obito.
Sharingan don't amp your movement.
Yes, no, yes,
They
they
amp your
do.
reaction speed.
They help with reaction. They help. Their vision
This
is
isn't
linked,
reaction
so on
speed.
and
This is
so
physical
forth.
movement
Okay,
speed.
and yes, their speed is up
The
there.
real Rinnegan and Sharingan.
Not only that, they have
Hold
a
on.
tail beast
Hold on.
as well. Okay, a shit ton of fucking
Answer me
chakra.
this.
They're
Answer
also
me this.
Edo.
How do you move faster in Naruto? What's the way ninja
They're
uses?
not moving faster with
Hold
Naruto.
on.
They're
Just
just
answer me
exchanging
how ninja
blows.
move faster. Answer me how ninja move faster.
How does a ninja move faster?
Yeah, what do they do? It's a very common technique. Channel chakra into their
Okay,
legs, right?
a ninja. Okay,
That
no,
ch-
no, no,
they
no,
ch-
no, no,
they
no, no,
channel
no.
chakra
A
into their legs.
ninja can move faster if they have this speed, okay, or if
That's
they
true.
are
They have their own
utilizing
physical
chakra to move
speed, but a
faster,
common technique
or
that
if
they
they have
also
certain
use, like even
amps in
part one
Naruto.
ninja use it.
Yes.
Hold on, I agree with you. They do have their own physical taijutsu speed or whatever, but they also have chakra enhanced speed. That's what Shushin is. That's what early techniques that ninja use in part one, like Neji uses it in part one. They can amplify their speed through the use of chakra, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that makes sense. That's perfectly reasonable. But the reason characters get faster from the Rinnegan and Sharingan, like their movement speed gets faster, is because they're getting chakra from the eye. They're getting actual chakra from the eye. Okay?
Okay,
So
but
they're
you're trying to
amplifying
say this
themselves
amp
with that
doesn't
chakra
apply
from
to
the
them, but
eye.
yet there's no proof for that.
Oh,
It's
yes,
been
there is.
shown.
When
No,
Obito
there's
got Madara's
not.
Rinnegan, he said he felt overwhelmed from power. And there's also statements of the Sharingan literally having chakra.
Okay,
Both of
Obito
those
with the
exist.
Rinnegan is a lot more fucking powerful than Obito with just one.
I'm not talking
EMS.
about his power. I'm talking about the principle of the Rinnegan, the Sharingan carrying
Yeah, they're
chakra.
both big ass amps. Yes,
Yeah,
I
they
know.
both carry chakra. That's why EMS Sasuke got stronger, right? Because he got Itachi's eye, which had Itachi's chakra in it. Made him stronger. That makes sense.
Sasuke got more stronger and powerful because he has an EMS, not a regular MS.
How do you think you get the EMS?
Yeah, by getting fucking from a
Itachi's
Sharingan
eyes,
from
right?
your relative or
Almost
a
like I
sibling.
just
Yes,
fucking said that.
I understand that.
Okay, yeah, it's Itachi's eyes that amplify him. That's why he's EMS. That's why he's stronger. That makes
Okay,
sense.
yeah, it's EMS. Sure, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan makes you stronger because you get more chakra from the other person. That's how it functions.
It's just a bigger amp. Yes, overall, it's better
Okay,
and stronger. Yes,
that
I
makes
understand
sense.
that.
So these Rinnegan Sharingan carry chakra. Projections do not.
No,
What
you're
proves a
literally
projection carries chakra? Why would they? It wouldn't even make sense for them to.
because literally they're being controlled by a user that is utilizing chakra. It's Obito's fucking
Yeah,
chakra.
but we already agreed that Obito wasn't amplifying them.
Okay, how do you even like know that? You don't even have
I
proof
do know that because when he's controlling them, he specifically says that they're using
because not
their Jinchuriki power, not his. And when he gets close to them, they lunge out and attack him, meaning he
Okay.
doesn't even have good control over them.
Okay, when he starts to lose control is when they go into their full tailed beast transformation.
Yeah, they're version 2
He can
states.
control these guys with no fucking problem in their base and then in their fucking other
I agree with
tailed
that.
beast
I
version.
understand that he's able to
Okay,
control them,
he is
but
utilizing his own
he's not
chakra, okay,
the
to
idea is
control
that
them.
he is only controlling them. He's not doing anything else. He says they're
Okay,
using their
and
Jinchuriki power.
wouldn't it make sense that, or to at least imply that most definitely he could be amping them with his chakra
No,
alone?
there's no statement of that at all. It's a completely baseless claim.
Okay, so how about this? Okay, you have these Tail Beast characters that are literally, fighting against a Akatsuki level threats, right? Which, clearly Akatsuki level threats have to be strong enough to fight against,
The
Jinchuriki level
Akatsuki is
threats.
designed to take out
Okay.
Jinchuriki. They have to be
Yeah,
capable of dealing with
exactly.
Jinchuriki.
So with that being said, okay, it took for Hidon and Kakuzu, okay, to work together to fight this one person. Okay, and not only that, with Hidon's hacks
Okay,
to
you're just assuming
to
that.
not even be killed, okay, or not even have an
Did you
intel
see
on him
the
of
fight?
his immortality.
Did you see the
Same thing
fight?
as
Hold
Kakuzu.
on, hold on,
You
hold on,
do
hold
know
on,
an
hold on.
element of surprise is a big deal, right?
Did you see the fight?
You do knowing that intel on a character is a big fucking deal.
Did you see the fight?
Okay, yes, it was
Oh,
during like an
yeah,
animation,
no, it was
and
off
it
screen.
shows
How
like
did you
bits
see
and
the fight? It
pieces
was
of it.
completely off screen. Basically, the entire fight was off screen. How do
Okay,
you know
it
Hidon
shows
even
bits and parts of the
participated?
fight. Like I remember the fight being shown in the show. It shows like a
No, it
little bit
wasn't
of
even shown in the
tangling.
show. It cuts off. I've
Okay, then
seen the
she goes
anime
like her
too.
full like tail beast transformation, and then
And
so
then
on
she
and so
swings her
forth.
paw at him. That's all that happens. Happens in the show and in the manga. It
Yeah,
cuts
and
off after that.
Hidden beats her because he already had fucking her blood or whatever, and does the ritual.
Hold
And
on.
any
Hold
damage
on.
that he takes, which would be literally, mind you, damage that she's
Bro,
implementing to
please
him.
stop just going
Okay.
on to tangents about random shit. I'm
No,
trying
no,
to
no,
actually
no,
stay
no.
on
This
topic.
is actually connecting, and I'm
No,
trying to
because
show you like
you're not
where
even
you're like
understanding the point I'm
you're not
making. You
making
haven't
sense
even
here.
stopped to understand what I'm saying.
Like,
Listen to
okay,
what I'm saying. We don't see the
listen.
fight
All
on
right,
screen. How do
let's
you know
explain
Hidon
this. Okay,
participated?
let me explain this because I already see where you're going with all this. Okay,
Okay, let's see. Let's
you're
see if you see where
referring
I'm going.
to okay, very short fucking screen time. Regardless of the manga, okay, I'm talking about the anime. You're referring to like in that fight where it's Hidon and Kakuzu fighting against this tail beast. Okay, Jinjuriki. She immediately gets serious, goes into her fucking full tail beast form. Okay, fighting or whatever. All right, her attacks are hitting Hidon. Okay, to where literally, clearly enough, if it's her attacks that are fucking hitting him, yeah, she's gonna take a lot of fucking damage, okay?
Okay, so hold on.
And not only that, if
Let
he
me
stabs
respond to
or
this
whatever,
now. Let
that's
me
gonna
respond to
inflict
this
more
now.
damage.
Let me respond to this now. So you said Hidon hit her, right?
Hit on is shown to be using the ritual, which is shown to be
Yeah.
fucking
How
her
do you
up.
know it wasn't Kakuzu that got her blood?
There's no way. It never shows that. Never
Yeah,
doesn't
it never
imply
shows
that
that Hidon
Kakuzu
got
was
her
the
blood
winning
either.
factor of that fight.
You know, it's never
Instead,
shown that Hidon gets her blood either.
okay,
So neither of
okay,
them can be
all
said
that
to
had
be full.
happened was they were fighting at first, and somehow, some way, Hit On gets her blood,
Yeah,
and there you go.
exactly. You don't know if it was Kakuzu that got her blood or drew her blood or if it was Hidon. You have no
Why
way
would
to determine that.
Kakuzu draw her blood when
Because
he's just
Hidon
gonna try to
states
fight her?
right
That's not
before.
something he would do
Hold
in
on, let me
character. That's
answer. You're
something.
gonna ask me a question, let me answer. How do
There
we
we
know
go.
that? Because Hidon says right before the fight that he's probably too slow to hit her, and that Kakuzu is usually the doer of the two, implying that
Okay,
Kakuzu is
is
usually the
there a
one that fights
scan of that? Is there actually like a statement
Yeah,
of
you wanna
that?
see
Because I
it?
do not
100%.
remember that.
If I show you that, you'll concede this point, right?
Well, I'm not sure about the whole conceit thing, but I don't remember fucking Hit On saying that he's slower than her or whatever.
Is
Like,
too
but either way,
slow.
like if I had to compare their speed and so on and so forth, yeah, it's a fucking tail beast. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be faster than Hit On. And you can easily argue it could be faster than Kakuzu. Like, it's a fucking tail beast transformation.
Alright, go to main chat. I'm posting it right there. Let's see
Okay,
if it's
hang on.
loading. It's cut off. Oh, I actually found the full scan. Here's
Wait, you
here's
said
the
main
statement.
chat?
Here's the statement. What'd you say?
Said main chat?
Oh yeah, I posted it in
Okay,
main chat.
yeah, I see it.
So
Okay.
here's the statement where he says, then again, my attack speed is the slowest and among the worst of the Akatsuki, so I probably can't hit you anyway. Talking to Yugito. So he says he's probably too slow to hit Yugito, which implies Kakuzu was the one to do it. And he said he's slower than Kakuzu because he said he's the slowest in the Akatsuki. And here is, I'll show you the panel of Hidan saying that Kakuzu is usually the doer of the two, implying that he's usually the one to fight the Jinchuriki. And this is in the
Where are you getting
conversation
that
where
from?
Kakuzu tells Hidan to fight Yugito, and he's like, "But you're usually the one to do it." Like, he's literally saying Kakuzu is the one to fight Jinchuriki. Hidan doesn't do shit when he fights
Hey,
Jinchuriki. It's
but
always
reading that panel, like he's saying all that, his speed is slow, blah blah whatever, and he says, "So I probably can't hit you anyway." But then there's a but. Well, what is he referring to with all that? So is there like a counter that he's about to say, blah blah blah? Like,
I'm pretty sure that's a mistranslation. He doesn't say that in the actual panel. I don't know why it says that. That's just some random fucking translation, but it basically says the same thing. Here's like the legitimate like Viz translation or whatever the fuck.
okay, yeah, it is way different.
Yeah. I don't know why it even says that. It's fucking stupid, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I was like, wait a minute. But okay, yeah, no, I see what you're inferring from that panel. Okay, but like I said, man, like obviously they were fast enough to fucking be able to like kind of react, so on and so whatever. But I'm gonna be honest with you, like there's so like such short, small screen time with all that. Like for
I
all you
know
know,
it's short.
for all you know, they could have got speed blitzed or whatever and killed, but they're immortal fucking beings. Like you know
I
what I mean?
agree.
Like
Oh, and Kakuzu's not immortal. Kakuzu just needs to be hit 5 times in his hearts.
yeah,
But
yeah, exactly. So he could have got hit once by her in perfect tail beast transformation. She thinks he's dead, but he's fucking not. Okay, that can easily give him an element of
that
fucking
is, I grant you
surprise.
that is possible. I do agree that maybe she is faster than him, but we do know for a fact Kakuzu's like like his hand speed, like his combat speed, where the rate at which he can like punch and shit is fast enough to react to her and moves relative to her. Maybe not his movement speed or things like that, but definitely at least his
Yeah,
combat speed.
exactly. Like, and then not only that, like, this is another point I'm going to put out there, whether this is relevant or not to you. There's been many times in Naruto where there's a character that is vastly fucking stronger than someone, yet the other character is still able to kind of react and fight back and whatever, but point blank as day that that character is fucking vastly much more
I have
powerful. And
a
the moment
very
he gets dead serious,
disagreeing
they're dead.
position with that.
Like
I
for
don't
instance,
think
like the
that's true.
ten-tailed Jubito, that motherfucker was like ridiculously powerful. Yet fucking, you got KCM Naruto, KCM2 Naruto, and fucking EMS Sasuke just fighting with him and blah blah,
That
combining
just means they're
attacks.
that fast. Like, I don't really see an issue with that.
Okay, no.
They've
Like
kinda got
they are
blitzed by him too,
nowhere
like, they
near
were
his
kinda getting
fucking
fucked
level.
up by him, so I don't even know what you mean, like, react. Like, they, for the most part, were getting, like, just like, the only person that, like, really reacts to Jubito was Tobirama, which, I mean, makes sense, he's like a fucking speedster, so.
I'm gonna say this: Jubito was the strongest during that entire time.
He
And
was the strongest, not the
if it
fastest.
wasn't for
Tobirama
Naruto's
was the
Talk no
fastest.
Jutsu, they would have all lost and died.
I agree, like, Obito was the strongest of them, but Tobirama was the fastest by far. He blitzed Jubito, like, 3 times. Maybe incomplete Jubito. Complete Jubito probably faster, but
Yeah, but I don't like I said, there's just been points, where someone could have vastly way more power, and then characters still able to fight with them. So it doesn't mean that character automatically has the same exact speed or power or
I'm not
strength,
saying that he has
or so
the
on and so
exact same
forth.
speed or power based on this feat. I'm just saying that he has relative combat speed or like arm speed because that's what's shown.
Yeah, and okay, and that's him fighting whatever. But like, like I
That's
said,
that's
so
just factual.
if we're
Like
talking about
how
that,
else can we compare the manga if we can't go off what's shown? I understand it's a short panel. It's not very emphasized on, but it happened, right? Like we can't just ignore that Kakashi off-screened 7 ninja swordsmen. Like that's a pretty fucking cool feat. That's pretty impressive, right? Like that happened
yeah,
off screen though, but like Kakashi really is that strong. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but see, I don't know, man, because if it's a 7 fucking swordsman against like fucking Naruto or not even Naruto version Kakashi, fucking like the beginning of Naruto Shippuden Kakashi, no, he gets shit on. Okay, in my
maybe
opinion,
I'm not really for sure, but either way,
because like I said in Warlock, he got a fucking
he got a
stupid
massive amp in the
fucking
Warwick. He's way
amp
stronger
at
than
it. Yeah,
Warwick.
like it was crazy. It didn't make sense, but it was crazy. Okay,
Yeah,
so you
I
know.
agree with you. Like it was a little bit of an ass pull, but either
But
way, that's not
either way,
relevant to
yeah.
what
So
we're talking about.
what I'm gonna go back to is I see where the dots that you're connecting and where you're going with this, but there are many statements, there are many narrative implications, and most importantly, many fucking people in Naruto are like fucking talk of Minato as this fucking god.
Yeah, but most of
Okay,
the time the
a
statements
guy
don't
that's
actually
so
say anything
fast, that had
impressive.
like his ceiling hacks, like fucking, like he's just unstoppable,
Okay,
basically. Okay,
listen, you gotta think
and then
about
you
this
have
from the
Pain,
perspective.
who's being hyped up by fucking Zetsu 24/7. That Zetsu literally thinks this guy is absolutely fucking unbeatable. Like he thought it was absolutely impossible for this fucking guy to even be beaten in a battle. Okay, and then you have fucking. Not only that, there's even a statement where like it literally says like in the fucking panel. Okay, and I can even get it for you if you want, where it says the strongest Okatsuki member is now hunting Naruto or going for Naruto. Like,
Okay,
like
so think about it this way. I understand, like, you're, like, buying into the Pain hype and the Minato hype and, like, there's all these good statements for them,
yeah, they're praised for a
but there's
reason,
really
just
not
like
that many
Madara
good
and
statements for them.
Hashirama, how much they were praised. Like, you see where I'm getting at?
Hold
Like,
on, listen, the praise of Shinobi is almost meaningless, it's kind of ass, because none of the statements they use are very good, like, name a good Minato speed statement.
good Minato speed statement.
Yeah, like, he blitzed some random Shinobi during the war, right? Like, he was
What's it
seen as a
called?
god on the battlefield. What does
Like,
that mean?
do you mean him just like using his own speed or with the flying Raijin?
The best
Different
speed feat
story.
I can think of for Minato is blitzing, like, Jonin Raikage.
Yeah, but okay, if we're being honest, like it's Joning Minato that had the title of the Yellow Flash, and all he does is throw his fucking, fucking shuriken or whatever. Not, you know what I mean, the kunai, and basically can teleport to all of them, and he's fighting against the Raikage that is
You know who
whatever.
reacts to Minato during that encounter?
What's that?
You know who reacts to Minato during that encounter? Not the Raikage. B reacts to Minato twice during that encounter.
Yeah, Killer B. What's it? He had like his blade out, like and like
He also swiped the
and
right
he was
he
like, "We
saved the
can go
Raikage
together."
from
And then
Minato
Minato
stabbing him.
compliments him. He's like, "I like you. You're a pretty, you're a pretty badass
Yeah.
ninja, or whatever."
He also
But,
saved the Raikage from getting stabbed by Minato with his tentacle. Moved
yeah,
faster than Minato to do that, literally.
yeah. He saved him with the tail beast because
That
Minato was
means
about
B is, like,
to get his
relative
ass.
to Minato, by the way.
Okay, but he's nowhere near as fast as him, though. He can maybe be
He
able to
blitzed them,
react at
bro.
certain
Like, he saved
points.
the Raikage with his tentacle. He literally blitzed them.
No. What's it called? All he does is react and use his tentacle to get him out of the
Minato's
way.
already stabbing down on top of the Raikage, and then B's tentacle shoots out from, like, across the
Yeah, and he
battlefield,
grabs him
slaps the
exactly.
Raikage away.
So yeah, so he clearly had the reaction speed, but I'm gonna tell you right now, if Minato's spamming his fucking teleportation or going all out fucking bloodthirsted, okay, or better yet using the Rising Gun, or better yet activates fucking Sage mode and starts teleporting and like fucking shit up, like they're dead.
Listen, you're just
If
buying
the
into the
fight
hype. Like, he
continued,
literally
I'm
blitzed
telling you right now,
Minato.
if the fight continued, they would have lost.
Okay, I'm not arguing whether or not he would've lost, but that proves that B is, like, relative in speed to Minato as well.
Yeah,
Minato's
but
not
that's
like
a
the god you
weaker
think he
fucking
is.
Minato. That's joining level Minato. There's a difference between fourth Hokage Minato and joining Minato.
Is there much of a difference? I thought you said he was like the Yellow
Absolutely.
Flash back then, like,
No.
during the war.
Absolutely, there's a big difference between Jonin and fourth Hokage.
Okay, what's a good fourth, like, Hokage Minato feat then?
Okay, for instance, when he's
Speed
literally
feat.
an Edo ninja during the war, okay, and he's over here fucking teleporting and fucking blitzing crazy ass powerful fucking individuals,
Like
or
who?
better yet, fucking with the mark
Who did he
that he
blitz that was
uses.
crazy powerful? Like, the only person I can think of is, like,
Obito,
44-year-old Obito, who gave him a
yeah,
lot of trouble.
yeah, fucking Jubito, like he
No,
was
not
literally
Jubito.
fucking.
That was Casey and Minato, by the way, and Casey and Minato got blitzed by Jubito. That's not what
Okay,
happened.
okay, yeah, Casey and Minato, but then you have also the moments where he's literally teleporting and reacting to fucking during the eighth gate guy fight and
So
fucking
did Six
Madara
Gate
and
Lee and
as like
Gaara, though.
ten tail
Gaara
beast.
and Six Gate Lee did the same exact thing. They both
Yeah,
could react
okay.
to 8th Gate guy in the
Well,
transition
Lee
orb.
threw a kunai, okay, and Gaara, I don't remember what he did, but
Yeah,
then
you know what
fucking a
you know what,
Minato fucking
Minato says to
teleport was
Lee?
able to teleport, take the fucking orbs, and teleport away.
Yeah, he teleported okay, for one, 8th Gate guy's moving through the air, so he's slower, but for 2, the orbs are not that fast because Gaara can react to them. You know, the same Gaara that got blitzed by, like, holding back Edo Madara, like, the weakest Madara we saw in the war?
Okay,
The
but
Twisting Orbs aren't that fast. Gaara can react.
I don't even remember even Gaara doing that. But regardless
He
if even
blocks
Gaara
them, yeah.
can react with his sand, it does not mean that automatically that fucking they're faster or just as fast as fucking
Yes, it
10-tailed
does. If they're
Madara.
moving
Okay,
faster and intercepting
no.
them, it means they're
If you
faster.
think eighth gate guy or 10-tailed Madara okay, is not faster and speed blitz them and kills them
Oh,
immediately,
I
you're
do think they do
crazy,
that. I
bro.
just think the truth-seeking orbs are slow, and I think 8th gate guy, when he's in the air, is slow.
Okay, but like either way, it's just that split moment, and they all react accordingly to it, like whoop de doo,
Like,
and
I
they
think I
react.
think Madara would murder blitz them. Like, Madara does murder blitz Minato and Taijutsu. Like, Sage Minato got his ass destroyed by Jibidara, right? Like, immediately got blitzed and fucked up and got destroyed. Okay, so I agree. Jibidara blitzes the fuck out of both of them, but and JK Guy blitzes them too. But the issue is that their truth seeking orbs are not very fast, and 8th gate guy moving through the air is not very fast. So them reacting to those two things is not impressive. It wouldn't make sense
That's
for
pretty
base Minato to
impressive.
be that fast
He's
anyway.
literally having crazy ass teleportation where he can react to basically almost anything. And not only that,
He doesn't though. He doesn't react to tons of
he was
stuff.
able to tag Jubito many times. Okay, whether if it
When?
was
Name one time he tags Jubito.
Your mother.
There's not a single time he tags Jubito. The entire time he's fighting
like
Jubito,
no,
he gets his arms ripped off and he gets blitzed.
because of him like marking Jubito was the reason why they were able to get most hits on Jubito, or at least press him in certain
It was
ways.
Tobirama that did that. Tobirama put the
Yeah,
seal on him.
exactly, because he was touching Naruto, which is a direct connection to Minato to the seal.
Wait, you're saying Tobirama put a seal on Jubito, and because
No.
wait,
Tobirama touches Naruto like on the shoulder or on the back or whatever, and literally Naruto says, "Don't you ever talk shit about my dad, whatever." And they teleport, and bam, immediately fucking he's getting a rising gun shoved in his back or something like that or whatever.
I agree that he is able to blitz
And
him
that
through
only
Tobirama's
happened because
actions.
of Minato's mark that was on him originally. That had
That was
nothing to
not
do with
Minato's mark.
Tobirama.
That was Tobirama's mark. The entire plan in the beginning of that fight was for Hashirama and Tobirama to get attacked by Jubito, fake getting hit, or not fake getting hit.
He
Like they didn't
never
really get
marked
hit.
Jubito. He
Yes,
never marked
that
him.
is what happened. You didn't read the fight or didn't
He
watch
did
it.
not. It
Okay,
never happened.
if I show you it and that's what happened, will you agree?
No, because once again,
Wait, if I show you the manga
Minato
where it
marked.
literally happened, you won't agree.
You can go ahead, go to show whatever, because I don't remember that. But either way,
Okay, well, I'll
Minato
show
was
you.
the
I
one
promise you that's what happened.
that
I've read this
marked
fight like
him.
1,000 times. I promise you that's what happened.
Tobirama was literally only doing shit because of Minato's mark.
Does anyone know the chapter that Tobirama and Jibito fight by off the top of their head? I'll just look up
Like, I even
Jibito.
think I remember watching the fight too. Like I don't know where you're getting this from. I never ever remember Tobirama marking Jubito.
Yeah, that's in the beginning. You remember when Hashirama and Tobirama both got hit? They got their arms tore off? And
Yeah,
then,
they
like,
got fucking
Jibito turns
skull
over
bits
and
and fucked
he
up.
has, like, 8 seals planted on his side? Like
I
paper
don't know.
bombs? Yeah, he's like paper bombs planted on his side. He also got a seal put on him during that
Okay,
encounter.
he did like a, yeah, I think I remember that briefly. It's been a
Yeah,
while, but yeah, he had like
they
a
said
fucking paper bomb on
during in
whatever,
that
but he
fight,
never
they
marked him.
yeah, they did. I promise you they did. 100% they did.
He did
I'll find
not
it really
mark
quickly.
Jubito, bro.
All right,
No.
let's just find it then. I'll show you. I'll show it to you. It's not a big deal.
Like Minato slammed a rising gun on Obito's back,
I got
marked
this.
him.
Let's just
That
wait
was
for the
the
scan.
reason
Let's just wait
why
for the
they were
scan.
doing all those
Let's
attacks to
just wait for
begin
the
with.
scan. Let's wait for the scan. Hold on. I got this.
Yeah, see, he touches
Very,
Minato.
very
Yeah,
close
see,
to
he
ninja.
touched Minato and fucking then teleported to Obito. Because you have to literally directly have
Okay.
a link to whoever
What he's
connect
doing
the
is
fine
that's
Raijin.
not the feat I'm talking about. But what he's doing is Jubito put a truth-seeking orb on Minato, blitz Minato, put an orb on him, and then Tobirama saves Casey and Minato, and then slams it back in the back of Jubito on the seal he planted. That's why he's teleporting to it.
No.
That's literally what's happening.
I'm telling you
Tobirama
right now,
literally
bro. I can
saved
watch that fight
Minato
right
from
now,
Jubito.
and I'm telling you, Tobirama did literally nothing during that fight.
Okay, well then you're
He
retarded
was
and you don't
only
remember the
no, he
fight.
was
I'm
only
sorry. Like,
critical. He was literally only critical because of him utilizing Fine Raijin with Minato.
no, he literally was the biggest factor in that entire fight. I can't believe you don't
Absolutely
remember
not.
this.
Absolutely not.
Okay, well,
Tobirama
when
is
I
dog
find the
water. He
scans of
is
him doing all of
trash.
this work, you're gonna concede this. Right?
Tobirama is garbage. No, I remember that fight. He
Okay, you're just
literally
a
was
moron then.
nothing.
You don't know what happened in the fight. It's fine.
No,
Like,
I
I'm gonna
remember
grab the
that
panels. Here,
Well,
we don't have to even do this. I'm gonna just stream literally to you the panels of what went down in that fight.
okay. Like I said, if you're over here trying to imply that Tobirama is faster than Minato, then you're crazy. I'm not even getting into
No,
that with
he
you.
is faster than Minato,
No, he is
100%.
not. He's
Okay, so you
absolutely
are a
not
moron then.
faster.
Like I said, you don't
No,
understand this
okay,
fight.
when they're all racing onto the battlefield, the first one that is there that
All right,
fucking dusts them, okay, is Minato. And remind you, this is Edo Minato.
get on my
Okay,
stream.
he's
I
not
don't want
even
to hear it.
using
Just
the
get on my
fine
stream. We
ration,
can talk
nothing.
about that
He
later. We
literally
can talk
just
about that
runs
later.
over
That's a
them.
different debate. We can talk about that later. Let's get on
It's
this.
not a different debate. You're trying
It
to
is.
convince
I'm not
me
debating you on
Tobirama's
Minato
faster than
versus
Minato.
Tobirama right now. I'm debating you on whether or not Tobirama put the seal on Gibito. I can debate the Tobirama thing later. We're supposed to be doing Coxie versus Pain anyway.
Yeah, I know. But all right, I'm not even gonna get on that. But either way, fucking what's it called? Back to the whole Minato thing.
Look,
Okay.
right here, right here. Look, are you on my stream?
What?
Are you on my stream?
Uh no, I'm not on your stream.
Join my stream on Discord. Can you see the manga?
No, I'm being an idiot right now because I'm trying
All
to
right,
find
just
what
go
you're
to where the
talking
chat
about.
is. Just scroll up and down until you see the chat with all of us in it, and then go to my
Oh.
name. Click my name, and then go to watch live
Oh, okay. You mean like your actual stream, like fucking what, you're streaming on Twitch or something or
on Discord.
oh yeah, I see it. Watch stream. Okay, yeah. My bad.
Oh, I just accidentally closed it out. Hold on. Let me go back to that. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. All right, here it is. Just give it a second to load. My shit's lagging because of my laptop. All right, right here. This scene right here. So they get their arms torn off. Whatever. You remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then let's keep going. Well, hold on. It needs to load, I guess. That might be the end of the chapter, actually. Yeah, that's the end of the chapter. Let me go to the next chapter.
Pretty smart way to pull up shit, by the way.
Yeah, just easier than just like uploading it to chat and just show them live. That way they don't think you're bullshitting with them. This is literally just a manga.
No, regardless, I don't think you're bullshit. No.
No, 100% not. Hold on 1 second. Alright, that's in color. Cool. Oh, wait, this is the colored version. That's all that is. I don't care about the colored version. Oh my god, this shit's gonna be so slow. That's what happens when I use my shitternet laptop.
And are you sure this is like? Because, like I said, I do not absolutely remember him ever marking him. But
Alright, so right here.
let's
See
say
all
if
these
it,
paper bombs on him?
yeah,
Tobirama put those on him. He's the paper bomb guy, right?
yeah. But
Well,
that was when he got attacked and he placed all the paper bombs on him.
yeah, he got hit. The plan. Hold on, just watch what they say about the plan. Look what Minato says too. The second is so fast after he put all those tags on him. All right, now watch what he says here. Um, as expected, that wasn't enough to kill him. I created the Edo Tensei technique, the tactics that go along with it as well. This is the first time I've done it with my own body, though. Hold on 1 second. He uses the giant paper bomb jutsu. That doesn't kill him or whatever. I'm trying to find where they first used the seal.
Yeah, but if you're trying to infer that from him putting tags on him, like
No,
just
they
throwing,
directly say it later in that encounter. Like they say that he did. Just the paper bombs don't prove that. It does prove he can blitz Shibito though. But
wait, he could not blitz Jubito. Please
bro,
don't say that.
in the time it took Jibito to hit him once, he put like 8 paper bombs on him. He definitely blitzed him.
No, he's reacting. Jubito blitzed him
Bro, if
and
I
fucking split him up in
just be okay, so
pieces.
think about it this way, right? If I tag you 8 times in the amount of time it takes you to hit me once, who's faster?
Okay, he literally like
Just
while
answer that
Jubito
question. Who's
is
faster?
okay. I'm gonna Jubito by all means. Like
No,
literally
wait,
when
no, in this
Jubito goes to
situation, not
blitz
Jibito and
him.
Tokirama, in the situation that me and you are fighting, say, and you hit me 8 times and I hit you once. who's faster in the same time frame?
He just threw paper bombs at him.
In the same time frame.
Yeah, he threw paper bombs and then got blitzed and
He
hit
didn't
and
throw
cleared
paper
out.
bombs. He put them individually on him. He slapped them all over his body,
It
but then he
doesn't
also put a
show
seal
that.
on them.
I know, but it does not show him literally moving so fast to where he can literally
Trust me,
1,
bro.
2, 3, 4,
Literally
5,
put
6.
his.
No,
Oh,
he
I gotta find the seal
throws
thing
the
to put
paper
that.
bombs
So.
on him. It's a reaction speed feat. Whatever. Cool. Whip-de-doo.
Oh no, it's not a
Noodles.
reaction speed feed. It's a combat speed feed. He's able to put a tag on him,
He is
multiple tags.
not as fast as Jubito, bro. You're not convincing me of that.
Okay, well he already kind of just tagged him up multiple times, but either way, I'm gonna
He
find this
threw the
seal.
paper bombs at him.
Okay, I'm gonna find the scene where he
Noodles.
also put a seal on him, which is a
641.
different seal. So it will be multiple times either
641.
way.
It's in 641 Noodles. So it's the
641.
next. So it's the next one.
All right, bet.
And somebody posted in chat as well. So
All right, well let's look what was in chat then.
scroll up a little bit more.
I got this. Hold on.
Jeff posted it.
This. Hold on. How can you copy my one? Hold on. So I attached the seal right here. Relax. I was able to make contact with him the last time, so I attached the seal. Shows him attaching the seal. Toby Rama put the seal on him. Fair? So Toby Rama was able to hit him at least twice.
God damn it. I fucking went out of it. Hang on.
See that?
Fucking A. Hang on. Yeah, share my screen.
See,
Nope, I'm being stupid.
just agree with me on this point at least. Toby Rama was the one to do the seal. We can move on. We don't have to go back to the Minato Toby Rama debate.
Toby, he never did the seal, bro.
Well, I mean, it
I'm
says it, so
telling
you can
you.
disagree with the manga all you want, but that's what the manga says, bro. I'm sorry that you're in denial. Like,
It was Minato's fucking seal that was there the whole time.
you're just
like,
misremembering, bro. You're thinking about the seal that he
and
used on him as
regardless,
a
Minato
child.
is way faster than Toby. Toby Rama is
I'm not here
known.
to debate that. I'm here
No,
to talk. I was here to
I
talk
know,
about
but
the
I'm just
seal.
putting this out there. He is known for creating these crazy ass like jutsus, but other people take him to a whole other fucking
Listen,
level.
another day we can debate Toby Rama versus Minato. Fair?
Okay, sure, but I
All
don't
right.
know, bro.
We'll debate that another day. We don't have to do that today. Let's get back to Kakuzu versus Pain and Minato.
Okay, but like, so with literally with Pain, okay, like I think I fucking sent it. I don't know if I did. Did I? Like I was sending you a fuck.
I think we should get past the Kakuzu speed scaling first. So right now, I have my character basically scaling to B, based on him scaling to Yugito, who scales to B.
I was trying to send this panel. I don't know why it didn't go through. Hang on.
What are you looking for right now?
No, I was gonna send this panel where it's literally stating
You
that
can
Pain
just tell me about it. I probably know about it. So as long as I remember it, I'll agree with
there's a
you.
panel stating that Pain is the strongest Akatsuki member.
I know the panel.
Yeah.
And yeah, it says that he is the strongest Akatsuki member, but Kakuzu wasn't alive when that was stated, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because he's dead. He's weak.
Yeah, he's not in the Akatsuki anymore. He's dead.
And not only that, Kakuzu lost to a fucking tired, fatigued Naruto with a basic Rising Shuriken.
Yeah, and Pains get one shot by Konohamaru Rasengans. Not impressive. The Rasen Shuriken, every time it interacted with
You're
Pain,
talking
destroyed it.
about the Pain that fucking is like probably the weakest out of all of them, the one that brings him back to death that doesn't
They're not
even
weak.
fight.
They're each the same strength. What makes you think one's weaker than the other?
No. What's it called? The Pains are very, very emphasized and showing on what they can do and what they're more
No,
stronger
the
and
reason you
weaker
think they
in
get
compared
stronger
to.
is because they get whittled down and each of the pads become stronger when more Pains die because Nagato can focus more chakra into them. That's stated in the data book.
Okay,
They're not
but
actually stronger than
what
each other.
what you're forgetting is there are certain Pains that are, for instance, like this is a blatant as day. The robot one, way more fucking durable than all the other Pains. The amount of fucking damage and beating that he was taking during the fight with Kakashi, and still able to get up over and over and over, like way more fucking durable than the other pain that got hit by a fucking basic Rasengan. This pain got hit by a full power fucking Raikuri from Kakashi,
That's okay.
smashed by
So
Choji's father and Choji's
yeah, he
son.
didn't tank
Okay,
the Raikiri.
like all
He
that
didn't.
stuff.
He didn't.
Like
His durability didn't withstand the Raikiri. He
okay,
got pierced by it.
clearly his durability was enough to where he didn't get one shotted and
He's a
KO'd and
robot. He
dead.
doesn't get one shot anyway.
Naruto one shotted him with just a taijutsu attack. With
Naruto
Sage
was
Mode.
also able to send force throughout the entire body with his attacks, the same as the Rasengan. The Chidori is a very precise attack.
Okay, there's a difference between Sage Mode Taijutsu and a fucking Rasengan.
Yeah, I know there's a difference between them, but they both do area damage, so it doesn't matter. Like
Yeah,
Naruto's
but
when he's using his frog taijutsu, literally doesn't even have to hit you. Like
okay,
his like he has an area at which his fist can attack.
but do
He does splash
remember
damage.
do you remember when the fucking robot like showing brute fucking strength ripped fucking Jiraiya's arm off that was also in Sage Mode?
You
Like
said
he
what? What?
fucking ripped that shit off
Why
like
does
it
that
was
have
fucking
anything to do
paper.
with his durability?
Well, I'm not saying it's connected to his durability, but it's connected to his strength. Clearly showing that that fucking
Okay,
pain is pretty fucking more stronger than the others.
okay. Every time a Path of Pain interacted with a Rasen Shuriken, it was completely obliterated.
Yeah, it's a Rasen Shuriken.
So
Like
yeah, you're not
I
arguing
think
that,
that
and
jutsu
that's
is
also
crazy.
the Rasen Shuriken's also implied to be Nine Tails level. And in the dream where Naruto fights, or not the dream, when inside of his mind when he fights the Nine Tails with Kushina, the Rasen Shuriken is what harms the Nine Tails. So the
Okay,
Rasen Shuriken is quite a
it's
bit
pinning
stronger than
down
Path of Pain.
the nine tails. It's not fucking like damaging the fucking nine
No,
tails.
it hurt it for sure, and it's also implied to be on that level.
Okay, he spammed him with like hundreds of fucking shadow clones using massive Rasengan. Okay,
There's a
and
direct
then
statement
was
that the
throwing
Rasen
and
Shuriken
spamming
has Nine
Rasen
Tails power,
Shurikens.
or
Like
whatever the word is.
yeah, it's pretty fucking powerful. It's just showing how fucking crazy Sage Mode is.
Yeah, well, either way, it shows that the Pains are not able to withstand the Rasen Shuriken. That's why, like, Pain it directly
Okay,
admits that. They're not
Endo
able to withstand
Pain
it,
just
right?
easily negates that shit. Like it's
Okay,
not.
hold on. I understand Shinra Tensei does, but their actual bodies aren't
Yeah,
able to
Shinra
withstand it, right?
Tensei to Kakuzu, done. GG.
No, Shinra Tensei isn't as powerful as the Rasen Shuriken. It just disrupts it before it actually explodes.
Um, did you not see what it did to the whole village?
Yeah, I did see what it did to the whole village. You see what a BG bomb does to a mountain?
Not only that, did you see what it did to all the consecutive attacks that are being thrown at fucking Pain from all those
Yeah,
ninja,
okay. So
which
do
were
you think the
taijutsu
jutsus
attacks
have
and
durability?
ninjutsu?
Do you think the jutsus themselves have good durability? Or just good attack potency?
Wait, say that again.
Do you think the jutsus have good durability or something?
Wait, are you saying that jutsu has
Do you think the
durability?
Rasen Shuriken has good durability? Like, you think, like it can't be easily disrupted?
I'm not even like gonna go on that. I'm referring to like attack potency and so on
I
and
know
so
you're
forth.
referring to attack potency, but you're not comparing the Shinra Tensei's attack potency to the Rasen Shuriken. You're comparing the Rasen Shuriken's durability to the Shinra
Well,
Tensei's
what I'm
attack
trying to say
potency.
is that Shinra Tensei negates fucking all taijutsu and ninjutsu
It
attacks.
doesn't negate them all through, like, just some spiritual property. It negates it through force. It's strong enough to negate certain
Yeah,
things.
exactly. And one thing I'm gonna say right now
It's
is
not strong enough to negate Kakuzu. Four Tails Naruto
yes, it is.
resisted
It
it.
would body him. Absolutely
Why?
fucking body him.
Biju can't body Kakuzu. Why would this fucking city level fucking bitch be able to body him?
Okay, so you do know that Kakuzu got one shotted by fucking a base Naruto, right?
No, not base Naruto. He got one shot by a Rasen
That's
Shuriken.
crazy.
It
It's
wasn't
base
even
Naruto,
base.
regardless.
It
So
wasn't even
regardless of
base.
the
No,
jutsu
he
he's
had
using,
Nine
it's
Tails
base Naruto.
chakra.
It's not
It
Sage
wasn't
Mode.
base. It was not base. It was Nine Tails
Yes,
Naruto.
no, it was
All right,
not.
if I show you a panel of it being Nine
I
Tails
already
Naruto,
know what panel you're gonna show. It's where his eye has a line, and his eyes are fucking blue as day,
no,
and
they're
he doesn't
not.
have nine
You're just saying
tails.
that they're blue because
And
the
then not only
animation.
that, he
Hold
basically
on,
made a
no,
vow to not
no,
even
you're just
utilize the nine
portraying it.
tails
Hold on,
chakra.
hold on, hold on. The animation crew is not the same as the manga crew. That was an error by the animation crew. His eyes were meant to be red.
No.
It looks the
The
same
only
in
reason
every
why
other.
I
Hold
know
on, think about it.
absolutely
Think about this. Think about this. In every other instance before, when we see the red eyes, they look the exact same in the manga. That looks the exact same as the previous red eyes. He just doesn't have a cloak. So he does have red eyes. It's just that the animation crew, for whatever
No
fucking reason,
whiskers.
decided to make
There's
them blue.
literally no pigmentation of him in the Nine-Tails state. What do you mean right now?
What do you mean? I'm talking about the animation crew in comparison to the actual, um, the manga. The manga shows it
Does
the
the
same
manga
way. The
show that he
animation
has
crew
the
is not a
whiskers
part of
and everything as
Kishimoto's
well,
mind.
like showing that he's clearly in Nine-Tails'
Hold on.
face?
No, he's not. He's not just in the. He's for one. He is using Nine-Tails chakra regardless, so it's not base. But either way, it's a
He is not
Nine-Tails.
using Nine-Tails chakra.
Yes, he is. Why would his eyes be slit? You know that's an
Okay,
indication that
how
he's
about this?
transforming.
If you analyze the panel of when Naruto is in Nine-Tails, like just the face, looking at Datara pissed off, and you
Yeah.
look at the panel with Naruto holding the fucking, wind shuriken in his hand and is about to just, slam that on him, no, you're not gonna fucking tell me that they're the same.
Okay, I'm going to tell you that they're not the same because Kakuzu has much better physical durability and attack potency feats than Pain via scaling to the Bijou
Kakuzu got
physically.
bodied by a fatigued base
It
Naruto.
wasn't base Naruto. He had
And
Nine-Tails
Pain was
chakra, and
fighting
he
a
lost to a
Sage Mode
Rasen Shuriken, which
Naruto.
Pain also loses to.
Pain was fighting a Sage Mode
Doesn't
Naruto
matter. The
and was
base Rasen
still
Shuriken would
beating
destroy him
him.
too. The base Rasen Shuriken would destroy him too. It doesn't matter.
Okay, no, like what you're
You
not
think Pain?
comprehending,
You think
like
Pain
what?
would just tank the base Rasen Shuriken to his chest?
Okay, no one would fucking do that. You would die.
No,
Anyone would die.
everyone
It's
would
a
die.
Sage Mode
Most
Rising
people.
Shuriken, bro.
Yeah, I know that's a Rasen Shuriken. So saying Kakuzu died to a Rasen Shuriken is not an anti feat for his durability or something.
Okay, no, what I'm trying to say is a based Naruto ran up and slammed that shit on him.
Okay, think about this. Pain or Kakuzu can directly tank Biju attacks, right? Does it on panel? Literally seen it
Pain was
happen.
fighting a fucking six-tailed bone
Hold on, now answer
transformation
my
half
question.
power
Don't dodge what I
nine-tails
just said. Answer
Naruto
what I just
and
said.
was
Don't
taking
dodge.
nothing
Don't
but
dodge.
hits,
Don't
and he
dodge.
was still
Answer
good.
what I just said. Answer what I just said.
What was the question?
I said Kakuzu is able to tank attacks from Biju, right?
Kakuzu can tank attacks from Biju?
We saw him do it with Yugito. Took a strike right on panel. Got crushed by it
Okay,
completely.
he used his fucking his Earth style fucking hand
No,
to
he didn't
catch
even use that.
a
He didn't even
fireball.
use that. No, when Kakuzu uses his diamond armor, he puts his hands together and Earth Seal and says and calls it out. That's what he does against Choji, and that's what he
Yeah,
does
that's
against.
his Earth Seal ability. Like fucking, that doesn't mean
Yeah,
anything.
he didn't use the Earth Seal when he tanks that attack from Yugito. His hands are up; they're not together. So he's not using diamond armor when he tanks it. His hands aren't black
Okay,
either.
he didn't tank it. What you told me is that he grabbed the fireball.
He got okay, so he grabbed no, not the fireball, her paw strike, like her physical attack. He grabbed her paw, it pauses for a second, and then she like crushes him into the ground, and then later
Yeah,
Kakuzu is
and
shown that he's not even
he got
damaged.
fucking crushed. He didn't
Yeah,
do
that's
shit.
that's just because he doesn't have very much weight to hold him up. Getting crushed into the ground doesn't
Yeah,
mean his
okay, he's
arms
fighting
bend
the
over.
fucking tail beast full transformation. Yeah, so he's getting tossed around like a rag doll. And
No, there's
if
literally
he
no.
wasn't immortal, he would have
What
died.
happens is hold on. If you kick a rock, are you damaging the rock or are you just moving it? Most of the time, a rock can take your kick.
You're applying force with damage and moving it. Yes, there's
No, you
damage
don't have
and
to
movement.
damage a rock. I can kick a pebble and not harm it at all. Like, it won't break or anything. Like, I can do that all the
You're
time.
applying force, and of course, it's a fucking
Okay,
rock.
okay,
It's not going to
yeah.
feel pain or anything.
No, I'm not talking about pain. I'm talking about what it can withstand. It doesn't break at all, right? Like, its durability can withstand the kick completely, right? Like, you have to fucking hit it with a hammer to break
Okay,
it.
yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
I get what you're
Kakuzu
saying.
is
Yes.
tiny. He's not nearly the weight. Like, lifting strength does not apply to attack potency. So him being able to hold up the paw for one doesn't even mean that his AP is lower than her because his AP is about his jutsu, not his lifting strength.
Well, one thing I will say is to kind of counter that statement. Okay, I don't know if you remember, but Gamabuta was able to hold down a full power Nine Tails. Okay, and
Yeah,
then
because he's fat, not because the Nine Tails is like equal in strength to him. A weakened Shikaku could have two shot Gamabunta.
okay, but no. But then he fucking uses his sword and is able to cut off a full power fucking Shikaku. Okay,
He
and
doesn't
then
even cut Shikaku.
oh, he cuts his arm right through. He cuts that shit clean off. And and
I don't
Madara,
remember this
well,
happening. It wasn't
when
full power. It was
Madara was
weakened
alive
Shikaku.
in perfect Susanoo, mind you, alive with well, not perfect Susanoo. He was using the full body Susanoo. what's it called? He stabs against Shikaku's
Can
fucking
you
stick.
show me
He does
when
nothing.
Gamabunta chops Shikaku's arm? That never happens.
You don't remember that?
No, that doesn't happen. Not in the manga, at least.
Oh, it happened in the anime.
Can you find it?
Yeah, like I'll
I'm
pull it
pretty
up
sure
for
that
you.
doesn't happen. Like the only thing that happens in that fight
No,
is
the
Shikaku
only
spits
reason why
two
I
air.
remember it happens is because fucking like I didn't even remember that it happened or nothing. And then when I was like looking at, I can't remember why it happened, whatever. I watched the fucking fight and whatnot, and he literally stabs the arm and jumps in and cuts that shit clean off, like it just flies in the air, and then the
Yeah,
arm
that
falls.
doesn't happen.
Okay.
Shikaku does not get tagged by Gamabunta in the entirety of the fight. The only
Okay,
thing,
I'll
their
show it
only
right now.
interaction.
I'll show it right now.
Okay, if you can find it, I'll admit I'm wrong. Like I'm not going to be one of those guys. I'm just pretty positive that that didn't happen. So I'm not going to show you the panel where Tobirama says it's his seal and be like, no, that's not his seal. That's Minato's seal. You know, I'm not going to be that guy.
Actually, fucking, I just remembered I have that on my I posted on Twitter when he did that because someone was trying to tell me that fucking he couldn't even do that.
All right, we'll
Or
see the
so or
tweet.
saying that Gambuta's attack potency was fucking trash, and I was like, okay. I found it. All right, hang on.
Let me see it.
Ooh, I'm about to send it right now.
I don't even remember that happening. I don't think that happens in the manga. But either way, if that did happen, that's
And look
pretty
at
good
this.
sword durability
Right here, I want to say
or
something
attack
else too.
potency.
Like,
Either way though, like
and then
Shikaku
this is
also could have
Madara
two-shot him in
alive
that
with his
fight.
fucking Susanoo blade, and it does nothing. It doesn't even do absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I know. But Gamabunta or Shikaku also states in that same fight that like not got Shikaku. Gamabunta says if he gets hit by another air bullet, he'll die.
Yeah,
So that
no,
means Shikaku
I
can
remember
heal him
that.
too.
Yeah, his durability ain't that fucking great. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
that.
his sword attack potency is good, I
Yeah,
guess. But
exactly. Yeah, I
but
agree.
either way, what I was gonna say was is that Kakuzu right now losing to the Rasen Shuriken. Obviously, we both agree that Pain also gets destroyed by the Rasen Shuriken. So that's not really much of an anti feat, right?
Well, the only reason why I was saying it's relevant and that it does matter is because fucking he can negate like all those attacks. Yeah,
It,
Kakuzu has nothing to be able to negate that and just
okay,
gets one shotted by a
that
weaker
I
version
agree
of
with you that
Naruto.
like he's a better matchup for Naruto than Kakuzu is because Kakuzu doesn't have an ability that stops the Rasen Shuriken like Pain does. But that doesn't mean he's not going to be able to stop Shinra Tensei.
He wouldn't be able to do anything to it. He would just
Yeah, he
get
would.
blown
He would
away.
tank it.
No, he would
Completely
not.
withstand it. So you're telling me the multi-continental
And here's
you're
another
telling me
thing.
like the small country to multi-continental Biju are not stronger than city level Pain?
You do know Pain captured Tail Beast on his own as well. Stronger
When?
Tail Beast,
When?
the six-tailed
That was
fucking
anime only
Jinchuriki.
and filler. That wasn't even canon.
Okay, but it still happened and showed Pain fighting as
I'm
a
not that
six-tailed
didn't happen.
Jinchuriki,
That
which
was
is
filler.
way
That's
more stronger than
non-canon.
the
It's not written by
three-tailed.
Kishimoto.
And then not only that, also the video
That
game,
didn't happen.
since you
That
want
hold
to
on.
refer to the video
That
game
didn't even
too,
happen.
it even shown Pain fighting Kakuzu and Pain beats him. He literally says, all right, here's the bet. If I beat you, you join the Akatsuki. If I don't, then whatever,
That happened in a video
and he
game
beat
that
him
is also
by
non-canon.
himself, remind you, just a
Yeah,
Tendo.
that's a video game. That was in
Yeah, guess
Storm
what?
Revolution 3.
Kishimoto wrote that game and gave permission for
No,
that
he
game to
didn't.
be
He
made.
did not write that
Yes, he
game.
did. You
You're
can
thinking of
search
Storm
up Kishimoto
Generations.
was the one that made that fucking game.
No, you're thinking of Storm Generations. That was Storm Revolution.
Regardless, it happened in Naruto. Kishimoto made Naruto. Okay,
Yeah,
clearly it
the
had the
video
thumbs up
games
and
don't
was
count, bro. I'm
approved.
sorry. I'm not gonna use the non-canon video games
Okay, you're saying it's non-canon, yet it happened, and
in
it's
the
a
video game.
Naruto video
Do
game.
you think? Have you ever played DBZ Budokai like games?
Dragon Ball Budokai GT. I can't remember, but I think that was the game I played, which is
Yeah,
an
you think those
amazing game.
games are canon to Dragon Ball?
What's it called? I don't. I don't really have any like strong, like super strong knowledge in comparison with the
Well, I'll
game.
give you a hint. They're not. Video games aren't just canon in the manga. They're not. Kishimoto didn't write the games, by the way. He wrote Naruto, who
Okay,
produced
I
the
see.
game.
I see what you're getting at. There's a big difference between fucking Xenoverse and to fucking Naruto Ninja Storm, fucking, two,
Real
three, or
okay.
whatever.
I understand there's a pretty big difference between those two because Naruto's trying to retell the story, but they still get a lot of shit different in the manga, and they're also not written by Kishimoto. No, the story of Naruto is written
Okay,
by Kishimoto, and
regardless
that's
if
what
it
we
wasn't
credit.
written
We don't credit
directly
him
with,
writing the script for the
I thought
game.
it was, but even if it wasn't written directly by Kishimoto, it's Naruto. He made Naruto no matter what.
He didn't make the
And they
games though,
have
and the
to
games
get
aren't canon
the
to the
thumbs
manga.
up and the permission to do whatever they're going to do, which reminds you, the Naruto Ninja Storm games basically followed the story mode, but but had like certain
You,
other
you know,
aspects into it as well.
Kishimoto
Same base
directly wrote the
story.
movies. Like most of the movies, Kishimoto wrote.
Yeah,
Most of
but
the movies
I'm
aren't
not
are
talking
like.
about the movies.
Hold on,
I'm
no,
talking about the games.
I'm giving you an example that's like analogous to the video games. Kishimoto actually wrote the movies, right? But explicitly stated that they were different timelines and they're non-canon because they take place in impossible timelines. The video games do the exact same thing, and Kishimoto didn't even write them. They're not canon. They get tons of shit wrong in them too that didn't happen in the actual Naruto story.
Okay, what about
Like
the
like
novels?
like Shisui having a
All right, what about
Susanoo.
the novels though that also show the same thing as the video game? So, for instance, another example, the video game is still Shisui using Susanoo, okay, yet in fucking what's it called in the novels, which are canon by the way, he also uses Susanoo in that too.
Yeah, just because the games do hold some aspects that are equal to the
It
canon
holds a
material.
lot
Hold
of aspects, like a
Well, yeah,
shit
because
ton.
they're obviously the same fucking series, and they're trying
Exactly,
to base it off the story.
you're
But
reliving the
just because
story, but
some
in a
other
video game.
hold on, let me finish, let me retort to what you're saying. Novels are directly stated to be canon, shown on the canon timeline. They're literally there's a promotional piece in Naruto the Last where it shows the canon timeline to Naruto. It has the manga chapters, the canon movies, and the novels all on this timeline. You know what's not listed on that timeline? The video games and the non-canon movies.
Okay, like I said, you're trying to say that the video games are entirely irrelevant, non-canon, they don't
Yeah.
matter, so on and so forth. They don't
The only
absolutely
one that,
don't
like,
have
matters
anything.
is Storm
That they have the
Generations.
same exact thing as the anime.
They don't
Okay,
have the same exact thing, there's differences in them.
it is very more likely directly the same fucking thing. It can
No,
be
it's not the
slightly
same
different
thing,
in
there's
its own
differences in
aspects, but
them.
it shows the same exact
Even the
scenarios and so
anime
on and
and
so forth.
manga are different, bro. Like, even the anime and manga are
Okay, yeah,
significantly
for
different.
sure. You could, yeah, that could definitely be different, but either way, they still imply the same message in Naruto.
Even if they imply the same message, they're not the same thing. They tell different aspects of the story, they're not the same story, they're not canon to each other. They're different. How can you say they're the same story when they have differences?
Like I said, bro, there's literally tons of narrative evidence that pain is just on a whole other level
No.
and not near Kakuzu.
So
I'm
far,
telling
you have
you that,
given
bro.
me a statement that didn't include Kakuzu. The whole Pain's the strongest in the Akatsuki. Kakuzu's not in the Akatsuki anymore. He's fucking dead. And also, that wasn't even in the official monthly released manga. That was only in the weekly release and wasn't written by Kishimoto. It was written by a
You're
fucking
saying that
um,
statement doesn't
producer.
apply and is irrelevant when literally the writing statement of that panel is that Pain, the strongest Akatsuki member,
Yeah,
is
you
going
know who's
after
not an Akatsuki
Naruto.
member at that point?
Okay, the scaling is very fucking simple. Okay, you have base Naruto that is fucking stronger
Stop.
than
No, you're going on a
Kakuzu.
tangent. We're not done with this
Okay,
point.
then
Before you
you
move
have
on,
Sage Mode Naruto that's
Stop.
stronger than
No,
base
no.
Naruto.
Hey, hey,
Okay,
moving
then
on to
you have
another point.
Pain
Hey,
stronger than
hey,
Sage Mode
hey,
Naruto.
hey, hey,
Then you
hey,
have
hey,
Obito stronger
hey,
than
hey,
Pain.
hey, you're
Okay,
going on a tangent again. Stop.
I'm not going on a it's a very
Yes, you are. You're
simple
going
power
down multiple
scaling
points and
chain.
multiple lines of scaling that we have yet to even get to. That's why this debate's taking so long. You keep doing that. Let's go point by point. You can do that. All right. So let's finish the point we were just talking about. Whether or not, like, you're saying, like, we have this point that, like, um, the strongest Akatsuki member of Pain, right? Cox not in the Akatsuki at that point. He's dead. He's not
And
an
he
Akatsuki.
is Akatsuki. He was in the Akatsuki.
Yeah, it's not saying Pain is the strongest Akatsuki member to ever live. It's saying he's the strongest in the Akatsuki. The Akatsuki does
Yeah,
not include Kakuzu at
because
that
he
point.
was literally the strongest, okay? And not only that, Zetsu even considered him the most powerful and unbeatable.
Okay,
And mind you,
Zetsu
Zetsu
considered him
has had
unbeatable.
fucking
Hold on, before you
millennia
get into
years
that
of
retarded
knowledge.
argument, listen, dude, you're already dodging again. Stop fucking jumping from
I'm
point to
not
point.
dodging the
Okay,
argument.
this
I'm
is
using
Zetsu. Oh
actual
no,
important
no, you are
facts.
dodging via bringing up other points. It's called a shotgun. You need to stick point by point. You just moved from the point of whether or not this statement is credible to Zetsu saying that Pain was the strongest. You're using another statement. We're not talking about that statement yet. Let's discuss this statement first.
Okay, sure.
All right, geez, bro. Anyway, so yeah, the statement that Pain is the strongest in Akatsuki is not valid because there is an interpretation out there that Kakuzu is not in the Akatsuki anymore, so he can't be included within that statement. You are interpreting it as he's the strongest Akatsuki member ever. It doesn't say that. So why are you interpreting it that way?
Because he was the strongest Akatsuki member on the team.
No, Obito is. Obito would beat the
Okay,
dog piss out of
obviously
Pain.
Obito is more
Okay,
fucking
so the
powerful than
statement's not
him,
even
but
right
do
then. The
you see
statement's literally
Obito
wrong.
fucking do you see Obito being on teams of two? Do you see Obito being sent out? No. He's the
Yes,
fucking
he
boss,
was on
okay,
Datara's team.
commanding
He was
everyone.
considered a part of
He's the
Datara's
one that was
team.
telling Pain what to fucking do, okay? And Pain was the one telling everyone else what to fucking do.
Okay, so
It's
yeah,
very simple.
hold on,
He
hold
was the
on.
boss of Kakuzu.
Hold on. Obito literally was on a team. He was a part of the Akatsuki. He was on Hidan's team at this point in the series.
You're literally talking about an Obito that was faking his fucking
I
personality and
know,
doing
but
what
he
he was
was
doing.
on the team. He was in the Akatsuki. He's the leader
Okay,
of the Akatsuki.
exactly, and so everyone thought he was a fucking nobody. Datara
Okay,
thought he was more fucking
okay. So
stronger
what
than
that
him.
tells me is he's not the strongest in the Akatsuki. He's the leader of the Akatsuki. He's in the Akatsuki. He is
Yeah,
the
no,
fucking
Obito was the
Akatsuki.
leader, okay, the actual leader, and was the strongest of the whole Akatsuki.
No,
Yes,
not was. He is the strongest of the Akatsuki. Obito is the strongest, including Pain, and that
absolutely,
statement suggests
absolutely,
otherwise.
he is the strongest.
Okay, so you can't say
Okay,
that statement is true. And guess what? It's not written by
okay, it's
Kishimoto
true
either.
overall being implied for Pain in comparison with the other Akatsuki members. Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
no, it's not saying that. Why are you
Because
randomly
narratively,
interpreting
it
that?
is very obvious as day that Obito surpasses Pain.
Okay,
Even
narratively,
Minato
hey,
states to
do you
Naruto that
understand
yeah,
like
you
what
need the
power
ninth
scaling
node
is?
power in
No,
order
I'm
to
not even
be
gonna get into
fucking
that.
Obito.
Fucking this guy's too
Oh
stupid
nah.
for that shit. Bro, okay, so you're not even understanding the idea that I'm presenting. I'm saying to you that Obito is in the Akatsuki. This statement is wrong
Irrelevant. He
because
is
it doesn't
irrelevant.
exclude
It does
Obito.
not
You
matter.
are saying
Obito
it
is irrelevant.
arbitrarily excludes Obito for no reason. Why are you saying it
Obito is
excludes Obito?
literally irrelevant
Why are you excluding Obito?
because we all already know that Obito was the one behind the scenes calling the shots and telling Pain what to do.
We know that
And
now,
Pain
but
was the
back
one
then,
calling the shots and
hold on,
telling everyone else on the
hold on.
Akatsuki team
Yes,
what to
the
do.
fact that we know who
No
Obito is
one
at
would
this point in the
question him.
series.
No one
Hold
would
on.
boss
The
him
fact
around or
we
tell
know
him
who
what to do.
Obito hold on. The fact we know who Obito is at this point in the series, and they still say he's the strong or Pain is the strongest in the Akatsuki, suggests that they're including it stronger than Pain.
Pain is stronger than Kakuzu. Obito is stronger than Pain. It's very simple. There's nothing hard to understand about that.
Okay, I agree with you that Obito is stronger than Pain, but the issue is this statement is literally you trying to say that he's the strongest in the Akatsuki, excluding Obito, when it doesn't say that. Where does it say that? Why are you interpreting it in your way that suits your argument?
No, I'm not interpreting my way. It literally has nothing to
Is my
do with
interpretation
Obito.
valid? Like this, I could say this statement's wrong if it's including Pain, right?
Everyone thought fucking Obito was technically dead
No, he's alive
or
at this point.
gone or
People know
whatever.
he's
Like he was
alive.
just like gone or whatever.
This is
Like
when he
so,
came out to Sasuke, and Naruto knows about him. Kakashi knows about him.
yeah, they knew about him
Minato
at the
knows about
time,
him.
and Kasame fucking eventually knew the true.
Okay,
Like
so that means the readers know about it, and the narrator, who this isn't even the narrator, by the way. This is written by
Yeah.
this is a promotional material piece written by a producer, not even Kishimoto. So it's not even fucking canon. It's written by a producer to hype up the fucking manga. That's what this fucking is. And guess what?
sure.
That statement doesn't fucking help you anyway because I can easily
Yes, it
interpret this.
does, because
No,
it is talking about the Akatsuki team, which would be with Pain and the other members below him.
No, it's not talking about
Not
Akatsuki
about
Yabachini.
Obito, who is stronger
Okay,
than
how are you
Pain. That
I'm
makes
saying
no
this is
sense.
objectively talking about this when it easily could be talking
Like,
about
you're
the way
trying to
I'm
include
saying it.
Obito, okay? You know what I mean? When literally, why would the writer of fucking Naruto say Pain, the strongest Akatsuki
He
member,
didn't say that.
even
This
though
was a
he
producer.
clearly shows in the show that
This
Obito
was
is
an
more stronger
editor,
than Pain.
not a producer. This was an editor that wrote that, and an editor, not a producer,
Oh, wait, I have a
or not
question
a
for you.
writer, not a writer, not a
Is
producer, an
Kakuzu
editor.
stronger than Obito?
What'd you say?
Is Kakuzu stronger than Obito?
No, he's not physically stronger. Obito's got way better feats than Kakuzu.
No, but who wins?
Obito all the way. Obito 100%
Okay,
wins.
guess what? Minato beat Obito.
Minato beat 14-year-old Obito.
It doesn't matter. It had to still
Yes,
have
it
the
does.
same
I don't
exact
think 14
abilities, Kamui,
I don't think
etc.
I think okay, so you have, like, this Dragon Ball idea of, like, how power scaling works. You think, like, if character A beats character B, and then character B beats character C, that means character A will beat character C. That's not how this works. It's not just a linear scale like that. There's triangles of death in Naruto. There's characters that can
Naruto is
beat each
pretty
other.
fucking straightforward with power
No, it's
scaling. It's
not.
not
There's
rocket
it
science.
that's you have not been in this community
You're
long
over
enough.
here
You do not know the amount of
trying to label
arguments,
certain
bro.
things
Oh
and
my
use them as
god. You are a fucking
inconsistencies
moron, bro.
to buff a character and put him on a
Jesus
whole other
Christ.
level that he's not at.
Alright,
That's
listen,
why he died.
think about this. So,
And then you want to
I
use a
would say
weaker
hold on, no, I
version
can
of
give you an
him.
example of this. I can 100% give you an example of this. So, Gaara is able to beat Lee, 5th Gate Lee, right?
Oh man.
Gaara is able to beat 5th Gate Lee. He beat him in the tuning exams,
Yeah,
fair?
he beat him because of the fucking Jinchuriki inside of him. Yes.
Yeah,
Who
I
cares?
agree, but, he has that in
He would have
character.
lost if he
It's
didn't have the tailed beast.
I agree he would have lost, but he can beat him because of his abilities, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And guess what? Pain
Lee,
can do the
hold on,
same
I'm not
because of
done.
his
I have
ability.
not even fucking started. Stop, bro. You're so fucking antsy to get, like, these retarded ass tangents out. Just chill out. Jesus.
They're not retarded,
Anyway,
they're relevant.
listen, the issue is you keep, like, fucking interjecting when I'm trying to, like, make a basic point. Okay, so Gaara can beat Lee with these abilities. Lee would be able to beat Sasuke, the Sasuke that fought Gaara. 5th Gate Lee would 100% whoop the dog shit out of that Sasuke. Do you disagree with that?
Absolutely.
You disagree? Okay.
Fifth Lee would beat Sasuke at that point in the tuning exams. Absolutely, he would beat anyone technically. The only person
No,
he couldn't beat
he
was
doesn't
Gaara.
beat Gaara.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
and Sasuke did beat that Gaara.
Okay, Sasuke beat that Gaara after extensive fucking
That's
training.
that's the Lee I'm
Okay,
talking
his
about would beat Lee
speed
would beat that
and
Sasuke.
utilizing Shidori, which is also another amp.
5th Gate Lee would 100% beat that Sasuke.
It's well, yeah, but
That
fucking
Sasuke is stated equal in speed to
okay.
weightless.
Here's what you're missing out. You're okay. First off, Sasuke did not beat fucking Gaara. He hit him with a fucking Shidori. He heavily injured him, and all fucking Gaara had to do is it would transform to his tail fucking beast, and he's dead. Okay, it's that simple. All
Okay,
right.
so
There's a
no,
big
he
difference
did beat
between a
him.
tail
No, hold on,
beast
he
and a
did beat
fucking
him.
human being.
Hold on, he did beat him. In the fight, that Gaara, the same Gaara that fought Lee, Lee wasn't really able to damage at all, or he did harm him a little bit. He, like, bruised his cheek. Sasuke beat the dog shit out of him to a point where he forced him into his next form. So he is stronger than that form of Gaara. Fair?
Okay, he could have just easily been using fucking chakra control and amping it with his fist. Well, whatever. Like, but
What do you
you're
mean? He
talking
could have
about
been
a
answering
shot.
what with his
He
fist?
literally just had enough speed to rough him up, whatever. Okay, and then Garo was like, "Fuck, this guy
What are
is
you
really really."
talking about?
Garo was
Like,
like, "This
what
guy is
yeah,
really
this
really
has any
fast. Okay,
relevance
he's
to what I
really
just
strong.
said at
I'm
all?
just gonna go immediately to my tail beast transformation and fuck him up."
No, bro, he literally got stabbed through his fucking chest and was like, "Holy shit!" And then, like, he was
Because he
freaking the
was
fuck out
sitting
because
in
he'd
one
never seen
fucking
his own
spot.
blood, literally never seen his own blood, and he went into his next form. So in the only instance where we see that form of Gaara interact with that form of Sasuke, Sasuke won. That means Sasuke is stronger than that form. His Chidori is stronger than Gaara.
Okay, no, his Shidori was stronger than his fucking ball defense, but he's not
Yes, that's what I'm
stronger than
arguing. I'm not
Gaara.
talking about any other
Sasuke
Gaara.
loses to
I'm
Gaara
talking about
every
ball
fucking
defense
time.
Gaara. I'm talking about ball defense Gaara. I'm not talking about the later forms. Because ball defense Gaara is the one that beat Lee. So
Okay,
Sasuke
yes,
is greater
because
than Ball
Shidori
Defense
has a
Gaara,
greater fucking
Ball
attack
Defense Gaara is greater
potency.
than Lee, Fifth Gate Lee is greater than Sasuke. It's a
Okay, you
triangle
can
of death.
definitely say Shidori has a pretty fucking powerful attack potency in comparison with the 5 gates. But one thing you are forgetting is when Rock Lee fucking slammed him to the ground, you do know Gaara used the sand to shield the impact as well.
No, he changed himself out with a clone is what happened. Lee hurt himself midair, like his legs started hurting, so he stopped for
I'm
a
not talking
second.
about that. I'm talking about when he literally connects the final blow in the 5th gate and
Yeah,
slams him
the
on the
way he
ground because
survives
the
that is through a
fucking the
sand
sand
clone.
the gore fucking cushioned the blow.
No, that's
Okay,
not what happens. He changed out himself for a sand clone. I literally remember this.
that was not a sand
All right, if
clone.
I show you the panel, will you concede that point? Keep
You're
testing
talking
me,
about
bro. I'm
when
serious. I'll
Lee
keep
used
fucking dropping these scans on your head. Like you don't remember this as well as I do. I
you're
promise.
talking about when Lee fucking did the primary Lotus.
No, I'm
Or
talking
no,
about
no,
the
did
hidden
the hidden
lotus, the
Lotus and
final
just
lotus.
slams him on his neck, and that was a sand clone.
No, bro. The last thing that Lee does is do the hidden lotus, the last lotus he has, or whatever the fuck. When he's in Fifth Gate, he slams Gara down on his head, literally like screwdrivers him in his head, and then they're like, the sand fucking dissipates, and it's a fucking clone. It's crazy. That's
It
what
was
happened.
not. No, it was not a clone.
All right,
Dead
so I'm gonna
ass.
show it to
I
you. You
remember
just
that fight
don't remember.
very, very fucking well.
All right, if I show it to you, you'll concede that point, then, right? If I show it to you, you'll concede, right?
I can literally pull up the anime fight right now, and I'm telling you that was not a clone.
All right, pull it up right now, and if you see it's a clone, you'll concede, right? That point. See, you're struggling with that. The reason you're struggling with that is
Yeah,
is
no,
is because you're stubborn.
watch
It's not because you're
the end
fucking.
of fucking
It's not
Rock Lee
because you
versus
think you're
Gar
right.
because
It's
you
because
think
you're
he
fucking
uses a
stubborn and you
clone.
don't want to look bad. You shouldn't go into a debate with the mindset of looking bad. You should go into the debate with the mindset of trying to come out with the right knowledge, right? Trying to progress
I
your
do have the
knowledge.
right
That's the point of
knowledge.
arguing in the
I do
first
have the
place.
right knowledge. Is you're telling me
No,
Gar
you
uses a
you're just
clone
showing me
because
you're a
that
prideful
never
fucking
happened.
retard that doesn't know how to fucking let go of his position when you're obviously wrong. When I show you,
Oh,
like
I
I
am not
showed you the
wrong.
scan
I'm
earlier of
absolutely
Toby
not
Rama
wrong.
literally saying, "This is my seal," and you still denied it and said it was Minato's for no reason.
It's not Tobirama Seal. You're absolutely incorrect about that. No,
I
absolutely not.
showed you the panel where it
No, you
says,
did
"All right,
not. You
bro, like
show
this,
him
there's no
literally
point
putting
in it,
paper
man.
bombs
I'm
on him
sorry." Like,
while he gets split in
here,
half.
I'll post it again. I'll give you one chance to admit that it was Toby Rama's seal to progress this debate, or I'm ending it here. So I'll give you one
Okay, then
opportunity.
you
I'm gonna let
defeat
you
the
look at it
whole
one more
debate in
time.
general. Pain beats Kakuzu. I don't want to hear it.
I don't care. You haven't
You're
proven that at
getting
all.
pressed
So
right
far, I've
now, and you're
killed my
getting
character
upset.
like
That's
Jinchuriki
fine.
and Biju
If
that are
you
like
want to
fucking
leave, if you
multi-star
want to run
middle,
and
and
hide,
you
by
have a
all
shitty
means,
level fucking
you just
character
make it
right now.
easier for me. That's not a problem.
All right, here. I'll show you this panel one more time, and we'll see.
I don't care about Minato and Tobirama. I care about Kakuzu and Minato and Pain. You're talking about irrelevant stuff.
Hold on. Well, the reason I'm bringing this up is to see if you're disingenuous or not. I'm not
I'm not
doing this.
disingenuous. I'm
Okay,
literally
then if
telling
I
you
show
what
you the
actually
panel
happened.
where he says, Tobirama says, that was my seal on Jubito, you admit that it's Tobirama's seal that got placed on him. You have to say that, right? You have to admit that Tobirama put a seal on Jubito at that point. You
Sure,
can't say you didn't do that.
yeah, sure. He puts a seal. It never happened, but sure,
It
whatever.
never happened. Why are you saying that? We literally
It
have the
never
scan where it
happened.
happened.
It never happened.
What do
It
you
literally
why
never
are you
happened. You
denying it?
can't
Just
prove
tell
it.
me
It
why you're
doesn't
denying it.
happen.
Just at least
Nowhere does it
someone
show.
post the scan real
You
quick.
can pull
Someone
up the.
post the
You
scan.
can literally pull up the fight with Obito and Minato, where it clearly shows him placing a fucking seal on his back. Then you
No,
look at the
you're
fight
thinking
with
of the
Tobirama and
original fight.
Obito, and he puts
You're
fucking
thinking about
paper
the
bombs on him.
original fight. You're thinking about the original fight when he's 14 years old, not the fight that happens with Jubito.
You still don't understand.
No, I do. He puts a seal on him when he's 14. We're talking about the Jubito encounter.
Yeah, exactly. And you're saying Tobirama did the same thing that Minato was able to do to fucking
Yes,
Obito,
he did
and
it to
he never did.
Jubito though.
Never does a show that he fucking placed a seal on him.
We
He
literally
he
have the
puts
scan where
he
Tobirama's like,
literally
"It was
puts
my seal."
he
Did
literally puts
someone post the
paper
scan,
bombs.
please? Like, I don't wanna scroll up to find it. Like, I saw it earlier.
He
Look,
put
look what it
paper
says on
bombs on
panel.
him. You're not
No,
gonna
I want you to
convince me.
read it out loud. Read what it says. Read from top or right to left, top to bottom. Read it out loud for everyone. Do it. Read it. I want you to read it out loud.
Hang on, I was looking at something. Alright.
Read it out loud.
Is it a main chat?
Yeah, it's in main chat. I'll post it again for you. There it is. It's in main chat. Read it out loud. Read it out loud. Not in your head, like out loud in front of everyone.
Attach the seal. Able to make. Yeah, I see that.
No, read it out loud, like from right to left, top to bottom.
Oh wait.
Stop. Just do it. Don't dodge.
So attach the seal.
Bro, just do it. Read it out loud. I want you to read it. Why are you dodging this? You are making yourself look so terrible by not reading this out loud, bro.
No, I can read it. What's it called? It's all he says is that he attached the seal.
No, read what he says. I want you to read it verbatim out loud.
Yeah, he was able to make contact with him, but that was with him putting
Read
the
it
fucking
all the way
bomb
through.
on
All the
him.
way through. You almost got it. Say it out loud. I would read it all the way through, from the beginning of the sentence to the end.
No, I'm not reading the whole thing. Once
Here,
again,
I'll read it
that
for you
doesn't,
then.
that doesn't apply.
I was able to make contact with him the last time, so I attached a seal. Speech bubble pointing at Toby Rama with a picture of a seal under Jubito's armpit. How the fuck are you gonna read that and not say Toby Rama put a seal on him?
I see the seal though on the manga panel.
Yeah, you see Toby Rama saying he put a seal on him too, don't you? See that part of the
Yeah,
scan
but
too?
how do I know that's not Minato's seal? Like
Because
he's
he said
showing a
I
panel
put
where
a
he's
seal
talking
on
about
him.
seal.
You think he's putting
Is
Minato's
he
seal
talking
on
about
him?
seal tags or the fucking paper bomb tags?
Bro, we're done with
or
this
whatever.
conversation. I'm sorry. You're just too disingenuous to even like talk to. Like I can't believe
I'm
like if
not.
you're not willing to
Like,
admit
once
that, you're
again,
not gonna be willing
I've
to
seen the
like have
anime
the human
fight.
like pain
I've
debate with
seen
me.
the
It's a
anime
really
fight,
convoluted debate
and I
that
have
requires like
never
an
called
open
it
mind.
to happen.
And you have not shown me
But
that you are like even
by
capable
all
of having
means,
this
if
kind
I
of
got watched the
conversation.
fight and let's say it does happen, cool.
Done with that dude, bro.
Like, are you
Fuck,
fucking
man.
serious?
Like, what
dude?
the fuck?
Whoa, you banned
Bro,
him?
well, and there's nothing I can do. Like there's absolutely zero,
Look,
bro.
when the guy is literally just denying the manga at that point, it's like there's no point. He's not changing his mind.
Yeah, like,
What do I
there's
do?
no
guy-
Like,
point
the
what,
wasting your
guy-
time
what do
or
I do to
energy on
convince
people like
someone
that.
that's not even willing to read the scan and like agree with it? Like,
They showed
what?
the same thing in the anime,
Bro,
by the way.
like,
They
I
just
can't,
showed
I
it in the
can't deal with
manga.
motherfuckers like that, bro. These are the kind of retards I attract. These are the motherfuckers that suck Swag's cock, bro. I'm like, bro, you have fucking window lickers in your fucking group. God damn.
All right, I'm gonna stop the recording now.